Blog Talk Radio.
Hush now softly, can't you hear? Mockingbird, she must be near. She sings her song, the bio lullaby. Misty morning, lazy sun, broken only by the river run. Mississippi River, take me in your arms. Take me in your arms for just another day. Floating by, I can clearly see Baton Rouge to eternity, New Orleans backwards into time. The Delta blues are more than song, broken dreams long lost and gone like a cotton field, laying falling by the wind. But that's the way it is, that's the way it is. Wouldn't want it any other way. Friendly smiles enough to say, yeah, it'll be alright, and I don't have to worry none. Friendly word or a passing wave makes southern sense when I'm away, and I'm just glad I'm back where I belong. I'm back where I belong. All my worries, all my fears, up and leave me, they just disappear. Like so much nothing, so much for taking time. 'Cause on the water or on the shore, this is home and so much more. Old man river, take me in your arms. Take me in your arms. I'm home, sweet home again. Wouldn't want it any other way. Friendly smiles enough to say, yeah, it'll be alright, and I don't have to worry none. Friendly word or a passing wave that makes southern sense when I'm away, and I'm just glad I'm back where I belong. I'm back where I belong. Hush now softly, can't you hear? The mockingbird, she must be near. She sings her song, the bio lullaby.
Hello, welcome to Outside the Box, Name Fraud Exposure Radio. Outside the bows, when the bow breaks, it'll fall. Getting out of that tree. Anyway, I will come in to see fire in the night. Wow. That's again unfolding of so much in social and how boozled humanity is, and great allegory, beautiful allegory. Anyway, yeah, about the cat. And of course the other D. I've got this DDTT22 ta going on. It's beautiful. Hitting it on both sides of the fence. It's beautiful. You all talk the same story, just a really different language. It's beautiful. Now, here's savory rhymes. Awry. Go, Little Miss Muffet. More like Little Miss Tuffet. Yeah. Sit in your muffet. Get it? Shut up. Muffet. Because you don't, you're still eating curds. You know. You liberal cur. You know, so nasty. Curse. Cursive. Cur. Concur. With cur. Curry and chips. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Way to go, Way. Yeah, and just a little clarification there. It's just so incredible how backwards we need to see this world. And with Bill Donahue, I totally get what he was doing. It provides me a perfect contrasting mirror to show a literal physical truth, but it's not a spiritual one. The literal physical material world truth is a spiritual lie. Vice versa. Okay? I'm going to go through a few things, but this whole cat and mouse game that people are playing with their souls is just mind-boggling. And I'll tell you, if you've never seen a cat chase a mouse, you know, fuck with it. What ends up happening is not so much the physical damage a cat will do to a mouse just messing with it. The mouse eventually just gives up eyes out of fear, fright, the acceptance of doom, you know. If you truly want to get away from the cat mouse, it's very simple. Climb on its back. All Puss in Boots like. Drives the lion. King of the cat, seriously? Yeah. There's so many layers here, guys. It's beyond beautiful to watch this veil of Lucifer just melt into the black ooze. I'm going to give you a lot of visuals tonight. Time for a little air cut, don't you think? Tired of being the fall icon? Yeah. The little root of the, oh look, what color's your hair? Air. Have you got any Kiro T in there? Keratin content? It's the only thing that keeps growing after the body gives up the ghost. Geez, I wonder why. It's almost like there's some sort of life source going through the mummies. Yeah, that's the contract called legal name. Makes you a fucking Jew bagger. You like going around bagging Jews? How about Jews alone, us? The true ones. Yeah, they're just a bunch of Jew baggers. And all they can do is, well, here, I'll give you Peter, Pump Meter in a whole new light tonight. You know, these guys talking about it. I was going to get back to Bill and the wave and the particle. No, we're not. You got it backwards, buddy. We are the way of truth, not the particle. Beautiful. See, value the teacher and the contrast they provide. Regardless of how, quote, right or wrong, unquote, a duality makes it look like, I see it for what it is, truth. And it's always hidden in plain sight once you get past all that taking shit personal, you know. It's a grown-up thing to do, taking responsibility, you know, that's sort of parents that you honor, true mother, father, creation itself. That's in you. Too. Don't be listening to these physicals out here. You know, most of them are just fucking breeders and cedars. You know, cedar wings, MR ducks, whale oil beef hooked, MR ducks. Indeed they are. Cedar wings, cedar wax wings. Now they're for the yeah. If you're going to keep playing the cat and mouse game, you know, on occasion the mouse gets cheese. Oh, look, I beat a parking ticket, you know, that kind of stuff. And the free men on the land types. They go fucking nuts for this stuff. Oh, look, I won a slightly larger doll. And the last time I was at this Carnival with all the clowns, you know, the CL owns. Ceylon, you know. Shriek Lanka kind of stuff. Shrilly, like, isn't it? Shrill Lanka. Very high pitched. Sounds like a siren. Better get the way key wax in your ears, kids. Because as soon as you go deaf and blind and mute, then you'll see the true world. Regarding Basic Night to Joy. Yeah. That's the beat of the oven, baby. Divine Femme, OVN, the infinite truth. And as far as I know, most people I've ever talked to are aware that Beethoven was actually deaf when he wrote that symphony. You could still hear. He could still hear with his eyes, though. He knew phonics with music, scales worked in the very literal sense. I know this key works with this, and you can actually write a symphony with a calculator. You can. It's very easy. I've watched. I've used Shauna as a great example of that. Girl I went to school with. While I was playing guitar, she was. I saw her a few years later working the bar. Come on, baby, what are you doing? But I'll tell you what happened. Brilliant pianist. I mean, you throw anything in front of her and she brings it to life, right? But take the music away and she couldn't play a note. That's mathematics. That's a reptilian brainstem. And don't waste your time with those stuck in the reptilian brainstem. They're caught in the switch between worlds. And there's no talking to them. Okay, so time. Just say what you say and move along. You're not here to save anybody. That's the whole Jesus Saves Me program that you need to eliminate. Just say what you need to, and I'm easy. I'm just neutral. This is what it is. There is no opinion going to change truth. I mean, you can try. You know, the only place opinions come from the being that hasn't got yet. They're at the mercy of the material world, completely entrapped in it. To see what I see, and I know what others see, based in conversations, is beyond wondrous. It's a certainty of knowing. You're just now in full surrender, acceptance of all things. The real mom and dad rule. I listen to them. They're not. I don't mean that. Mom and dad, creation doesn't rule me. This is the that you got caught in. No, you're quite able to do that which you choose. You can experience creation in all of its glory, or you can stomp your heels in the ground like a whiny little bitch. How be Luciferian of you. Yeah. And that's exactly the allegory of the mouse. You know, rarely, I've got to tell you, I have never seen a cat like just chomp a mouse to death. Oh, no, they fuck with it. They know eventually it's just going to give up the ghost anyway. And of course, because the mouse is in fear, doesn't jump on the back of the cat freaks out and runs, and of course the mouse escapes, kind of thing. You got to get into the belly of the beast, not literally. You know, get on his back and be a nuisance. Be a real nasty hair follicle. Dig in, you know? Because the cat knows that the mouse is going to die anyway. Just got to keep scaring it enough. And in truth, then, the cat is not guilty of killing the mouse. The mouse is. Doesn't matter what size or shape. This is the whole illusion of scale that people have in big and small. You have no idea what big and small is. You have an illusion of big and small in the physical world. It doesn't matter how far down any physicist or scientist goes in the molecular physical world, I can still go smaller, infinitely smaller. And I don't care how big they can try to make the universe look like, giving it an outer limit. I can go far beyond that. No, I'm not pigeonholed. And the idea, this is the part that people might be missing most of all. It's not the legal name per se, it's the idea of it that has trapped you into an id entity. It's thinking you are anything like that at all. Can you be labeled? Well, only a reptilian brainstem would label me this or that, where I simply know who I am. Truth allows me to be all these things, and I can show you. It's very, very easy. It's see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. 3 monkeys are deaf, dumb, and blind, right? That's your 3 blind mice, your 3 deaf mice, and not a squeak out of them. That's my creation, my say. I have my say in this. Yeah. See, the my say and the cat, Kati, play hand in hand. Because the cat knows the mouse can just fuck with it all day long, as well as the cat knowing that, or the mouse knowing that the cat can fuck with the mouse all day long. So the cat and mouse got together on this and said, that's kind of pointless, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. So now I have my say in the spirit of Christ mind consciousness and truth of consciousness itself. You earn that one. And it's easy. Be the urn. Burn the papyrus in your mind. If you want to do it in the physical, go ahead. It feels good. Looks good and it's fun. If you're cold, it'll heat you up. At least it's useful that way. Use the real Promethean fire for what the real Promethean fire was. Because that's the only thing Lucifer was afraid of, fire itself, between worlds. Because there's nothing in the physical creation that can withstand fire. Nothing. And truth is fire. Burn it up. Humanity lives in a paper doll house, living like paper dolls, playing house, pretending to be parents. And all they are larger versions of the Ken and Barbie dolls they played with as kids. Too interested in playing put that ring on my finger and I'll put this ring on that finger game. Very Satan. It's all physical driven, right? You can have an opinion if you want. It's pointless. I'll just tell you what it is. It's really simple. 100 girls were asked by a guy, do you want to have sex with me? And 100 of them said no. And then, I'll tell you why. Well, there's no ring on their finger. I'll tell you guys, if you want to get picked up in a singles bar, throw a wedding band on. Girls dig that shit, especially single ones. Watch. I'll get into the Lulu's bar, world's longest, closed a long time ago in Berlin. Well, it's now known as Kitchener. First we take Manhattan, and we took Berlin today. I had to find it in the Anagogic. Yeah, Lulu's bar. Look it up. It was in the Guinness Book of World Records. Had to tie in somewhere. As the world's longest continuous bar. Well, that one's closed. Yeah. Don't even know what they turned it into. But it used to be, I used to go there a few times, actually. So they had great bands playing there. It's basically a huge warehouse of warehouses turned into a live club. It's huge, it's monstrous. Lulu's, the world's longest continuous bar, just got shut down. Kitchener, on REO, was formerly called Berlin. There was a bit of an issue with World War II, you know, and the connotations. A lot of Germans in the Guelph, Berlin area. Lots of Brits, lots of Germans. Yeah, Mennonites, you might know them as. Those two. Where are we going to? Oh, yeah. I'll do a couple of these, and then we'll get into some nursery rhymes. Excuse me. This stuff comes so fast, it's just hard to write it out. So that's why I'll write some stuff, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, it generally triggers what I need to come out of it. Welcome to the mirror of the Garden of Eden. That's the gar, fish, very carnivore type fish, you know, pikes, things that the pikemen carry to put heads on, you know, turnpike. Yeah, gar, which is a pike, den, pike is a fish, that's the F-ish, very brash, brine-ish. Den of Eden. Yeah, the Gar Den of Eden. That's where you are. You're the fruit of heaven's loom. The false Jews are eating the fruit and shitting in the underwear. You know, fruit of the loom. And contract the shitty underwear onto your asses. Skushy, skushy. Filthy and blood-filled. Lots of evil there. Yeah, they stick that underwear on your asses via the legal name fraud felony. Makes you an uncircumcised of the meat stick flesh physical material body, right? Body equals the mask you lie in, right? Masculine, chained male. That's why they like their chain mail, right? Protects their chained mail. Tail mud IC, tail muddick, Jew bagger. They like to prey on the real Jews. That's why they call themselves the chosen ones. Fuck, they love themselves, don't they? Jew bagger, when really they are a Gentile. Mahjong tile. Yeah, your child within. Mahjong tile, the game of passing the buck to fuck heaven's due consciousness. Dough. Yeah, it will be an afterburn tonight. Get you a little vertical. Let's go to Three Blind Mice, just for fun. A couple of versions of it. The one you know, and the original version I'll share. And then I messed around with taking some of the Polish jokes out of it. The Pledge. I'll get Wayne Gretzky in a minute. Oh, yeah. I'll show you the one thing and everything. I don't care what you like, what you love. I will show you the truth in the thing you love the most in the literal sense. And you will see exactly what it is you've been loving. And it ain't what you think. But don't worry, it is what you know, not what you think. Because you already know this. Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice? Also known as free men on the land, anyone that works the system, uniform, suit, tie, robes, any sort of external garment to go along with the corporate, government, legal, religious filth of Satan world that you worship in. Okay, at least we make that clear. Yeah, all blind mice. Patriots are all in the same boat, all vengeance-seeking until they finally figure out, yeah, you got duped, get over it. I can tell you straight up what the answer is, but you won't fucking believe me. As a matter of fact, you'll probably be another radio host on air bashing me. Yeah. Well, at least I know who you are. I know you're still playing the who's got the bigger penis. Imagine that, trying to play that game with a tranny. You lose. In more ways than you can count. That's why this game is so seriously funny. You wanted hell, you found it. You wanted to see the absolute evil and the absolute good. And you found it. Fuck, you found it. It doesn't get any more blissful or despairing than this place. You know, it's just the way it is here. Have you noticed? Yeah, 3 blind mice. The original sounds something like this. I messed around with, you know, the decoder ring that took the pledge out. You know, W, you got to turn that into an O. You know, cap that diamond, the W, and smooth out the edges, makes it an O. Stuff like that. And there's so many other, like every letter, sigil has so many layers and meanings within it that all mix and match perfectly with every other one. You see the thread of creation running through it. That's where the bliss lies. I'll tell you where the despair lies, is seeing this, trying to share this with people, and they stick you in the fucking throat with a bayonet. Sorry. It's your soul. I was just, you know, I thought you might be interested in it. I guess not. Okay. Your call. Your part I call. When this haircut comes through, the hair, the keratin, the Kiro T, Catherine Ray Thompson in, gets out. I'm kind of tired of the same son, Delilah. If you want the Samson Delilah allegory once and for all, you start to see it there. You see Samson's hair, your hair, the air, the air dome. See creation in the fractal, eh? The flat Earth looks like a little pox on the scalp of the baby, doesn't it? And the hair is not allowed to grow. Not allowing the baby's hair to grow. And you always know that baby's hair grows in the womb. You know, might make sense of the shiny light that's coming. Well, it's the same game in the sperm egg race, isn't it? You know, last one home's a dirty, rotten egg. Yeah, fucked, eh? It's funny as hell. Yeah, 3 blind mice. 3. And if you're on Facebook, go to Wikipedia. The spellings are rather interesting. They're perfect, as always. 3 blind with an E mice. 3 blind with an E mice. Dame Lulian. The miller and his merry old wife. She scraped her tripe. Lick thou knife. Yeah. Fucking some nasty shit, eh? That's what I thought, too. Because I know exactly what it's saying. And you're the mice that getting your tail skipped off. You look kind of funny. You look all Manx-like. Well, tailless cat, tailless mouse has to go together because you're living in the Isle of Man. Better get out of that Isle, Earl. You all know what happened to Earl. He got bagged and tagged by the Jew bags. Yeah. They got lots of those plastic Jew bags out there, eh? Well, it's for recycling. Find it out yet? Okay, let's play on. So here it is. The pea-brined mice. Now, brine is salt water, brackish, right? Fresh water with low salt content. Brine. Yes, the pea-brined mice. And then, of course, you got to see this to really appreciate it. It's the T-RH, positive, negative, right? Negative, RH, negative, brained mice. It's the reverse creation, everything. Tame Lou Lion, the one who's the liar and the king of the beast sort of thing, right? The mirror, oh, look at that. The miller turns to the mirror, or admirer, Admiralty Law, peoples, yeah. And his Melly Ort Oive, merry old wife. Ort, creation, Orte, Cortez, Corte. It depends on who you're courting. You know, the Enlil veil elopes, you put your male penis in. Well, you're sending a marriage proposal, right? Enlil veil elopes. trying to elope with you every time you open an envelope. Envelope. Yeah. Just depends on how you pronounce it. Envelope and velope. Elope. Sure, in truth. I know my bridegroom. I know the Bee Gees I want to hear. Yeah. She scarecrowed, scare-red, scarab. What are you, dung beetle? Scarecrowed her trial, Rick, lick, leg. And of course the knife becomes, well, I have to see it for what it is. Knee, right? Knee, Northern Ireland, right? Knee. It's a clue for me. Any fee, fi, fo, fe, fum. Naive, no truth. The one of the heart of the one of the lie. Everything is a duality. It shows up in every letter as a duality, and thus the compound of two letters mixed and matched, layered over top of each other in sonics, doesn't take long to explode the alpha to bits. Looks like a serial killer to me. Don't you think? So much for your post and mail alpha bits. No, it's not a coincidence. It's a coincidence. This is where you see the magic and the bliss of, yes, you were right all along. And you will not see it in the literal world. And you will be trapped in a literal nightmare, a literal trap, still trying to figure this out and figure that out, instead of just simply looking at it, being astonished at everything you change around, using the very simple clues that we've offered here at this table. Nails them shut. As above, so below. In the physical, it's always the negative to the spiritual positive. Vice versa. The quad, the double cross. The plus minus above, the plus minus below. The plus minus above is the spiritual, the plus minus below is the physical. This quad works in every direction, in every way. You just got to learn what the truth is. It's a circle with an X in the middle, the ox or the O-key, the key O-K-O, the life of the womb itself. Okie dokie? Yeah. O-key, do life. Well, it depends if you want to do life here. Big freeze. Statutes coming up. Yeah, I'll get into Peter Pumpkin Eater, too. That was a good one. I'll do a few of these just on the fly because it's fun to do. It's easy to see it when you just remove a couple of things. An email I got from Diwashamoto. Uwashamoto. Just what a flow that is. I love it. T, truth itself. So much for Washington. We got our own car wash here. Washi, moto, proprio, all in self. Has one word. I thought, gist. Oh, let's have a look at that one. G-I-S-T. So we'll see if you get the gist of this one. I'm going to show you how quickly a word fractals out into sound using spells backwards. Seeing a different sound in the same letter. Like an A can sound like an E, can sound like an I, can sound like an O, can sound like a U, and sound like a Y. Depends on which language you go to find where it does that. And then once you see it, that's using all the rules. If it's used in a rule somewhere and they're spoken of any language, any spellings, it can be inserted anywhere. Those that make the rules must obey the rules. Fine. So I use all the rules of every grammatical rule there is, every language sound there is, every spell, every sigil sound language there is, everywhere, to see where I can take any one of the letters and turn them into something else and change the entire direction and intent of the spell through my sounding of it, instead of being locked into the spell and what it's spelled like this, it sounds like this. Oh, you spelled that wrong. No, you didn't. You can't spell anything wrong, and I can prove it. I don't care how you spell something. Give me the word you intend and throw whatever else beside it, and I'll show you how it's the same word. That's the tricky twisty of these spells that controls your sound. if I can control your definition of a sound, I can control your reality. That's the game. Good thing I'm on the good guy side, eh? This planet, easy to rule. Easy to rule. Oh, yeah. Because I know exactly how to bait a dragon. I know how to satiate a dragon. I know how to control the dragon because I am the knight and dragon in one. You got a dragon, I'll be the knight. You got a knight, I'll be the dragon. Either way, I'm going to win because truth says so, not because I do. That's arrogant. That's ego. No, I'm going to win because truth always does. I just accepted that. And it's about fucking time you did too, don't you think? It saves any sort of opinions and subjective conjecture. If you want to dance intellectual, I'll dance there all fucking day long and I'll dance circles around you. It's easy. It's easy to look like a genius. Just spew off a couple of facts that people don't know, and you look like you're a fucking genius. And this moment always comes back to me how astonished Olga was when we were playing Trivia Pursuit. Yeah, I had a tendency of never losing that game. But anyway, go figure. It's just a memory thing. You just remember shit. That's all intelligence is. It's memory. And all these guys are doing is memorizing bullshit to make themselves look really, really clever. And one of the questions came up, what's the capital of Iceland? I said, well, it's Reykjavik. And she had this look of astonishment. How the... Because she said, well, here's one you won't get. And I said, well, okay, fine. Whatever. If I get it, great. If I don't, great. I don't care either way. And I'm going to learn something. Because I'll tell you, if I don't get it this time, I'll never forget again. So I always remember when I get it. You know? That's what an IQ is. Just remembering that moment that you got it and not forgetting that moment when you got it. Because truth is like that. It's a flat plane of existence. It goes into a holding pattern. It's the plane you walk on, dopies. Okay? So she looked at me when I said Reykjavik. I said, what? She was Hungarian, too. And she forgot I was Irish, right? Fuck, it's right next door, love. Of course I'm going to Labour's, head office. I'm amazed at well, I get it. I totally get her astonishment in that, how many fucking North Americans would know that? Well, the ones that travel to Iceland or have Icelandic background or European heritage and were interested to actually pay attention to anything, might have some Viking in the family or whatever. You probably knew that, Reykjavik is the capital of Iceland in their false world, right? You see? It's just a memory game. That's all this is. Me, my, meme, rye. The catcher of the rye, right? So it's meme, the catcher. You are the catcher of the rye, the catcher of the, hey, catch 22, turn it back around on itself. That which has been used against you is equally as powerful, more so, in the truth, going the other way. So play. What you little mice are afraid of, running away from. Oh, I know a few mice out there that are out scaring the shit out of all the elephants in the room, and they're shrieking and jumping, aren't they? See, that's where we become the mouse and the elephant at the same time, because an elephant never forgets, and a fucking elephant wouldn't be afraid of a little old mouse squash. And the mouse, in the power that it is, the system, thinks that it can do that to you and make you the elephant who somehow forgot, that now needs to remember that you're not a legal dead name thing, fucking creation, somebody else's piece of paper idea of who and what you think you are, and has made you construct a fucking literal reality around you, worshiping the very sound and sigils of what you thought was your name when it isn't at all. That's the thing about truth. This shit just flies out because it is that. It just flows. Have you noticed? Gist. Do you get in the gist? How about the J-I-S-T gist? Oh, well, J can make a hush sound, can't it? Yeah. How about the hist or the heist? I makes an I sound. Doesn't always have to sound like I and is. It can sound like I and hi. Can't it? Yeah, so flip it around. Throw it in. Play around. You're the creator, aren't you? Or are you spellbound? No, I must use this letter in this form because if I don't, I will look like an idiot in spelling class, and I want to be number one in the spelling bee, like a good drone ought to be. So I'll go through the list with you just to show you what using the rules and breaking them at the same time does to one little word. Nist, gist, hist, heist, whist, weist, waste, wise. Wise T. Kissed, geist, geyset, geist, and geyser, you'll see it. Geyser, Kaiser, Yeister, Geister, Wiser, Weiser, Keister, Keister, Geister, Geister. What eyes are you wearing? Shyster, Shyster. You know, bashful. Shyster. You know, they like picking on the kids, right? Oh, she's a little shy. Good, fuck her then, you know. Meister, Mister, Mister. Did you miss the divine feminine? Yeah. Mister. Hister. Nostradamus rings a bell. Might know what hister means now. Kister, sister, Mister. Wankin', blankin', and nod. You've been chewed on. GNAWED. Yeah. Wankin', blankin', and nod. They got you sucking, fucking, and ducking at every turn, don't they? Yeah, quack, quack. If it quacks, it must be a duck. What are you, a fucking doctor? Dr. Duck? You fucking quack. Get it right. Play the game. Get the crayons out. Have some fun. Because you're not going to see this until you start seeing it for yourself while you do it. There's no diaper pins here. You want to wear the fruit of the loom that the fucking Jew baggers have pissed, shit, fucked, and raped in. Go ahead, keep using thinking you are and being the legal name in total fear of what it is. Or you can be smart about it and, hey, I know what this is and I can use this to fuck the system with it. And that's not a get you out of jail free card. No. No, you still got work to do there, don't you? Yeah, baby steps, that's good. Baby steps, that works. At least you're walking in the right direction. You know? Way key, the way of life, the way of life, the way of truth, the way of truth, the way X, wax, wakes. Now you understand what way key really means when I tell you to way key, walk in the truth, you dips. Real simple. Little Miss Tuffet sat in her muffet. Tink, consciousness Tinkerbell, yeah? Her curds, evil and poison, and oy veys, and way. Fucking slimy Jew bag. Can't bag this, you. That's your ish, you. Burn the paper house, only paper dolls. One sec, here we go. There it is. Only paper dolls live there. What, are you hanging out in Ken and Barbie set? Might as well, you fucking act like them. Nice waistline, Barbie. Hey, Ken, where's your dick? Oh, that's right. No knowledge, no Ken, no dick. Intent. I get it. Have fun with that there, Ken. You fucking Ken doll. Time to be a Ken doll, eh? Yeah, you think? Oh, canter. Yeah, I prefer to be the of can't, the ability to create, can't, to chant, can't a spell, you know? Incant a shun. So I don't shun that. I'm all decantered. The wine of truth is kept there. I pour it out freely, have you noticed? I pour the wine and all I get, well, not all, most, I can't even say most anymore. This is great. Look at the self-correction here. Whoa. Yeah, it's so nice when I pour the wine and there's not so much wine coming back in my face. But Kate, no, that's wine. I'll let you. Here's what wine, the real truth wine, sounds like. Ooh, you gotta let it breathe, eh? What are you chugging the shit? What, you chug wine like you chug cock? What? Well, slow down. Peter, Jupiter, pump, baby, kin. Yeah, pump that knowledge, that kin, that family life, the Christ blood. Pump, kin, eater. Fucking right, Peter is. Had a Wi-Fi, but cud ent. Yeah, cud. Chew your cud, will you? Ent, cow mind. Keeper. No, you can't take the life here. Key. Hey, I was a goalkeeper in soccer. Yeah, it's all good. Put whore in a pumpkin shell. Legal name trap, right? So Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. Put whore in a pumpkin shell. Legal name trap, divine feminine. You hear all this stuff out there. And there he capped her very well, her literal well, took your very soul, took your very well. That's the capital lies. Kiroti lies. Karato, karati, kiroti, karoti, karatin, Catherine A. Thompson, da walking into the fucking name thing. You get it? See how easy the game is for me? Fuck's sakes, kid, you're everywhere. I know it's truth. Funny how that works, isn't it? And I can show you how you've got the carrot in you, too. So stop chasing the other carrot. You know, kiroti, the lies. You fucking mule. What are you? Pinocchio? Yeah, you know, just hold a carrot in front of a donkey, and if you're lucky, get the brass ring. Yeah, the brazen ring. That's a brazen ring fire. Brazen bull. Yeah. What does a donkey do? It brays. And bull. So there's your donkeys and bulls. Lions, donkeys, and bulls. Oh my, you know. Get with the program, Dottie. Yeah, and there he capped her literal well of souls. Capped you off. Took it from the underside. Through the soles of your feet, Pisces. People in the believing of papyrus walkers. The ka-paw. Yeah, there's that bear again. Trying to paw me up, you know. Ka, that's personified spirit in Egyptian. Okay? The K is the I lesser than creation. That's source itself. Have a look at it, you'll see it. Upper, lowercase, same thing. It's the I with a lesser than symbol stuck to it. I, lesser than all of creation itself. A, the yin, the light within, in the mirror turned around, is the Christ mind. Or if you're in the little, it's the Antichrist, the alternating current. I go direct on this shit. You know. Works better. Really does. You'll see. You got to get beyond faith, and the only way to get beyond faith in this is to do this. And you cannot deny your own eyes when you see this. You cannot deny your own heart when you go, holy fuck, all day long. You can try. Why bother? Truth is too much fun. Yeah, capital I's. Capital lies. Yes. Nursery rhymes. Nursery rhymes. Nursery. Nursery rhymes. Well, it's time for the rhyme catcher, don't you think? Kichiro. Katikiro. Seeing it? You seeing this yet? KTKR. KTKR. It's all the same to me. Welcome back, Cotter. You know, that kind of thing. Welcome back, Kitiro. Welcome back, Cotter. Because you caught her, didn't you? You caught that bitch. You caught that black widow spider, spinning all her little webs on you through the stirs. Dick, shun, airy, the intent of the Most High. Dick is masculinity, masculine, meaning simply intent. Remember the energy game I talked about? The male, female. Male is the intent to do something, and the female is the source where it is done from, providing all the resources and tools and everything to allow the male intent of the male, the mask you lie in, the mask you lie in, T, which is truth or consequences, truth or crucified, uppercase, lowercase t. You'll see it. The uppercase is the arms out, head bowed, and the lowercase is arms out, head up, going, fuck you, crucify me. Prodigal son-like, okay? And it is. It's just me. That's all. Me. I'm just me. I'm good with that. Thy me, rye me. Rhyme time. Depends what seeds you're passing along. the seeds of time in tie me up, tie me, or the seeds of creation, thy me, time, thy me. You'll see it. Looks like rye me. You're the caster of the rhyme. The reptilian brain can't figure this stuff out. It hasn't got a fucking clue about this. It hasn't got an aha in it. Okay? Only the true heart and the creative side of creation itself, you, the true source of you, that which is left, and of course, boy, this is a long way down here. It's a very easy thing to refire it up. It really is. You're afraid of a shadow. That's the stitch in time. That's where you need to stitch up thy me. The stitch in thy me saves consciousness. Save in the creation of truth, of divine feminine. 9. Nine. You see? Getting the gist of it, Yeti? Yeah, just me. A game of jacks, anyone? All you need are a few jacks. Oh yeah, and don't forget, a bow and sing bail, a bouncing ball. Bow and sing bail. Yeah, well, yeah, I know that one, the bouncing bail. That was the judge that bowed. Yeah, singing a different fucking song from then. Yeah, humanity had you guys by the short and curlies at that moment. Yeah. Nothing like pulling that pit out, eh, Brad? What do you think? A little bit of a Brad nail going on there? Brad nailers? No? Any carpenters in the house? You know, it is what it is, right? We having fun yet? I'm having a great time. So, are you the heir or the hair or the hair fall I call? The heir or the heir fall I call? 23rd September is first day of fall. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Ah, look, baby's first heir just popped through. Yeah, she's blonde and blue eyes. Oh yeah, be spirit breath of the mind, and be the spirit breath of the intent of consciousness, yeses. Blonde hair and blue eyes. It's an Aryan thing. You'll see it in the phonics. Nowhere else. Don't get caught up in the blonde hair, blue eyes. I got that, but that doesn't matter. Everyone's got blonde hair and blue eyes in heaven. It's a concept. Well, go ahead, tell me. Go ahead, girls, tell me why. Why girls dye their hair blonde. Because it is true, blondes have more fun. It's true. It's all fun. Yeah, the flat earth has been scalped to the root. Transplant time. Transplant thy me. Yes, indeed. Yeah. It gets funnier and funnier. The more of this stuff you connect with yourself, like I feel so spoiled right now with just everything the way it pours out. Like absolutely spoiled. But I'm not a spoiled brat. Every gift is in such reverence of thank you, wow. The humility removes all humidity, no sweat. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. For all my Hungarian friends out there, give it a good swift kick. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah. Kiro bulls. Yeah. From yeah, they make that sound when hey, guess what? Legal name is fraud felony, and it's illegal to actually use it, and you're breaking the law that you think you need to keep by using it. To the typical response, in most cases, what? Yeah, it's a great trap, eh? Go ahead, play in the whore of Babylon without it. Well, at least there's government checks floating around still. You can still use those, eh? Yeah. Don't take me to a bank, though. Fuck. They have few enough as it is. Government checks, cash. Oh, by all means, cash all the government checks. They're yours. Create it off your soul. Put it to good use. Take the whore down with it. Hey, look, a government check to take out the whore that stole it. Yeah. It's yours. The whole idea that it's something else, it was stolen. That's how it was created. The fact that you're holding it's yours. Look at that. They're writing checks that they can't cash. Oh, fuck, that's an expensive way to do business, isn't it? Gee, I think a company corporation eventually goes, tits up in that moment, don't you think? Not unless they can make you believe that they can just keep it going, out of thin air all the time. Well, that's the problem. The hair is really thinning, and this bald eagle's just got a scalping, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's old father tie me up. The heart that tied me up. Gum fucking bald. Yeah, oh, it's funny, eh? Bald, be the Antichrist, Luciferian, half the hole. Cut everything in half. Well, guess what? You cut it in half, you're down the hole. That's how it works. Flesh. It's all about shit in your world anyway. Yeah, I took those shitty knickers off a long time ago. Got some fresh new panties. Awesome. See? If you can't keep it fun, God, it's the only thing that makes anything worthwhile anymore. I'm having a good laugh at myself. It's fucking hilarious. We're talking today about there's this nail polish for cats and dogs you can get at the vet, whatever, trying to sell this stuff. And of course, the idea of, won't do that a little spazzy here. It looked like a fag. And I said, well, okay. I just did my nails. You want to fucking tangle with this cat? I'll show you what a fag is. I'll light you right up. That's what a faggot is. It's a good fire starter. I get a perfect match for it. Watch. Oh, by the way, I hope you don't mind if I use your face as the strike pad. Yeah, well, you're going to burn up anyway, right? A little piece of paper. Just burn it once. Write out that legal name just on a piece of paper. Have a bit of fun with this. Write out the old legal name on a piece of paper. The whole idea of the contract. You want to really sear this into your consciousness to be the real seer? Here, try this. New idea. Can't ever recall ever talking about this literally. So here's the objective. The objective here is to once and for all burn that demon to hell in one page. My quest was always to put all of the truth on one page, so here's another example of it. I've got the example of a circle with an X in it. That pretty much covers the page. So write out what was the old death trap, Black Widow, spider, web, legal name, thing, fraud that needs to be burned in the Promethean fires. And burn it alive. Kind of curious to see what, some of you want to take video and stuff. You might be surprised at the forms that come out of that fire between the worlds. Remember, fire is an element. It's real, but it's not real. It's here and it's not here. It's pure cause and effect in one thing. It's pure cause and effect. Fire is a singularity. That's the Pharaoh, fiery, the fiery dragon. Pharaohs, Cairo, Kiro. You see, it was all transplanted. If you can envision something, get the concept like this. Say the international dateline. What's happening here in terms of the freeze frame of the, quote, flat earth celluloid film that is this illusion of the 3D reality, the light traveling through it to project it. All right. What we're dealing with here, in that it's not a glow ball, all right? What it is a time loop. It's time folded in on itself, space and time. And there's a demarcation point where they overlap, okay? Where this whole movie is kept looping on the same track. So if you envision something like, say, the Bermuda Triangle being a a complete line from one end of what you know of this world to the other, cutting it literally in half, but you can't see it. What you have there is the reality folding. It's either going to fold over, like, rise up like the mountains do. Remember, the fractals play out here. What do they call them? Teutonic plates, right? Yeah, there's your Titanic plates. Teutonic plates. When they slide, one goes up over the other. There's always one goes under, one goes over. Okay, that's your 6-9-9-6 yin-yin, all right, quad. So if you can envision a line, let's make the international date line that stitch or that slice through our reality in time that has been stitched. Now, they're going to put it somewhere where it's not noticeable. They want to make sure that as you're traveling, you would never notice crossing it, because it would just look like a continuation of what was there already. A mirrored projection of the previous moment flashed there to make it look like it's a continuous loop while it's spiraling down. Okay? Like, you can go across. Hey, I've been in enough airplanes, flown enough times to know that as a pilot, one of the most astonishing things that you will notice about it in flying, the VFR, visual flight rules, instead of IFR, instrument flight rules. Excuse me, you always have a horizon indicator as to whether you're left or right, on the horizon. Wingtip up, wingtip down kind of thing. But what you learn to do and are trained to do very quickly is to keep a certain part of the aircraft at the horizon, on like through the windshield, typically just across the nose. Keep the horizon there, and you're on level flight, right? So it's complete visual. You don't need instruments to do that. It's flying natural. And that's how you learn to fly first, fly natural. And, of course, you're using instruments and stuff like that, but not to the degree if you're into instrument flight, where it's flying with a blindfold on, basically. Okay? What you'll notice, though, that what never changed was the higher I went, the horizon never moved from my perspective point of view. Done enough perspective drawing with architecture and what have you in 3D form to show the explosive view of any floor plans I'd put together to, literally build a house on paper with a visual so you could see it. Not only was it the floor plan, the two-dimensional floor plan, or a two-dimensional side view, front view, back view, I would take a top view, a side view, a front view, and take my camera lens over the frame of the foundation and draw out the perspective lines, and it depends on how I wanted to show it, whether I started to perspective point the dot here or in the distance, and all straight lines converge on it. That's why this whole idea of lines, and you'll see the flight patterns with big curvy lines, it's all bullshit, okay? It's all bullshit. So if you can envision, say, flying a large aircraft across the Pacific, and you would travel through one of these things, this illusional, space fold, time fold thing, but you wouldn't know it. So it's for those. If you've ever had two computer screens hooked together, where the mouse, you can go across screens. Yeah. When you open up your another way of doing it is having your mouse be continuous. So you go to the right, and then you keep going to the right, and then it shows up on the left, and it continues across, off the right, back through the left, and it has never left the screen, the two-dimensional celluloid film screen. You see how that works? So there you see the folding over or folding under. You're either the mountain going up and over. Truth is the mountain that goes up the Himalayas, right? That gets forced up and out. Or you become the lava, yeah, go to hell, lave, the wrong version, right? Not the law of truth. The Luciferian awe lost their Y, Yah, they, right? Everything is a perfect mirror of itself. Plays perfectly in every letter. I really hope I get this as clear as I hope I get this, but it's a very simple thing. It's hard to describe. Okay, so we have space-time folding in that regard. And when you see it like, do you remember those old spool projector screen films, in school? Do you remember those guys and the tree grew from here up until this height until such and such a time. Change the slide. And you go, and it starts to bear fruit when it is this big and the branches are, in full bloom. We've been looking at the same fucking picture over and over with just slight variances on it. Yeah, it's crazy. Easy to prove flat because the horizon was never curved. I'll tell you what is curved: the fishbowl way you look at things, because you got fish bowls for eyes. They got their own fucking orbits, and you got two eyes, left and right, in their own orbits, with two very close but not identical points of view. Close one eye, look at something, open the other, and you'll see it move back and forth. It's a very slight variance, isn't it? With the third eye, that is you. It's not a fucking eyeball, okay? It's you. The third eye is you. The 1 and 2 are the left-right eyeballs, eyebales, okay? They have a iris and a retina, and it's curved. Go have a look at the file, and you'll see the dome over the pupil. And your pupils are very round, aren't they? Yeah, walleye vision. You see, the inner eye has the eyes of a cat. It sees through the slit. They test the observing an atom slit, right? That's what I look through. And I see the full spectrums. You can't do that with your eyes. Not your physical ones, no. It's all conceptual, and it's all very, very big. And it's very, very beautiful. And this game is so very, very over. And I'll speak for a few, I'm sure, when I say it, not soon enough. Not soon enough. But it is what it is, and head is bowed. Whatever is expected of me, creation, this vessel is yours to command. Not interested. I'll just maintain it for whatever it needs to do until this fruit of the loom gets turned back outside in, right? Instead of this inside out, which is outside in, inside out. See, it's a singularity. That I love to continue on with. Get the mics open here. What is it? It's Fish Friday. Oh, Skype doing this fun thing again, eh? All right. Let me throw a tune on here. Yeah.
Like you are, diamond doesn't see
every day. Don't stop the music. Don't ever stop the dream. Don't ever let it go to music. We gotta find a way. Don't stop the music. Let's try to find a way. Don't stop the music. Gets hotter every day. Don't stop the music. Don't ever stop the dream. Don't ever let it go to music. We gotta find a way.
Yeah, just that easy. All right, let's get these mics open here. Yeah, Skype is doing a bit of a... bear with me. It steps in and out. We got 4604 until rollover. Number to call in is 337-637-3265. And BTR list number I haven't checked yet, so let me just have a look there and see what we got. And hopefully the Skype doesn't do its wonky thing here, that I'm actually using it. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Not responding. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Oh, well. Yeah. What do we got? 029, was it? Let me just double check. Yeah, 029. Thank you, guys. All right, let me just get that sent out to Facebook. And there we go. All right, let's get these mics open. I want to show you a literal how I translate my now, how I track the now of what has been accomplished, and they're going to come flying by. Well, no, I can actually slow these down. When I see a headline, I'll show you what it means in the spiritual sense to me of what's been accomplished. Okay, it shows up in the literal, right? Here, let's go one. 10 mid-century modern listings just came. Oh, let's go back to that one. Just came in time for Mad Men. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, huh? Listings, modern sinkings. Yeah, just in time. Yes, just in thy me. Be just in thy me, and it will always be just in time. Chicago road rage caught on camera. Oh yeah. Chicago road rage. It's always about rage with these people. Let me see. There was a couple of beauties. Oh, well, there it is. The 10 most controversial foods got there. A couple of little bunny rabbits. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Okay, here's the good ones. These came in Today's news. Knox conviction overturned. Couldn't fucking tell you what it's about. No, they all don't really care because I'm searching through the literal bullshit just to see the truth of it. And the only truth I have is that which I found contained within me. So the Knox conviction overturned, how that resonates to me is simply like this. The 4 Knox, which is, the Cygnus Swan, north of, what's that called? Ireland, for Christ's sake. I've only mentioned it 1,000 times. Who cares about that? It was Fort Knox, the 4 Knox, the 4 members of the heart. How does it resonate? Well, the girl's mom and I got married in Knox Presbyterian, so I'll tie it in there. Knock a monument. Fort Knox, gold, silver. Knock a monument. I could see it from where I live in Rathfern in Ireland. The 4 Knox conviction overturned. Now we go to the original 16 virgins given up. The story of the 16 virgins given up for what's about held in lieu of heavenly trust. Okay? It'll start to make more sense when you start understanding phonics better. Just the sounds. Lou, toilet, Lou, Celtic god, Lulu, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. All of these, just see it as a dark principality lie, okay? And it's not because the L is evil. It's an upside down 7. It's upside down God, okay? Creation itself, all right? It's not that L is evil. It's what is hidden in the intent of it. Don't get caught in the sorcery of it. Knox conviction overturned. Oh, look. Sorry about your luck, Lou. Okay. BC woman saved from sex attack. Every birth certificate, divine feminine, has been saved from future rapings, any more rapings of the divine feminine souls. That's a big one right there. Teen says, Mom, siblings, yes. I am the B-tween, teen, right? And I know the whore of Babylon murdered my siblings, family. Birth certificate says so. Raped from a sex attack. So, BC, birth certificate, woman, divine feminine, saved from any further psyche or psychic attacks. You know, these people get caught in the literal, drives me nuts. Now, look at how many ways they're spinning this story. It'll be the same one as you got to get control of your co-pilot. You know, don't let your co-pilot, duality pilot, it'll pile it up on you. Right? And they'll spin the story out, and I've seen, was a converted Muslim, was depressed, was, so, you know, and all of these things. False flag. Oh, my God, they've went off in every spin doctor direction on this one. And the simple truth is this. The grip on your, you know, your reality, know thyself. It's just an allegorical play out in the physical effect world that people think is real and literal all the time. Get between the worlds. Yeah, it's real and it's not real. I know what is real and what is not real. Okay? And this place is not real. It's a bad dream. Long gone son gives mom the surprise of her life. Yeah, won't we? Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's just a little example of anagogics brought into the now, confirmation moments of, oh, look, the prodigal son returns. We're the prodigal son that's returning. The light of creation itself. So there you go. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. It sort of hit. And how's it going, guys? Come on in.
Well, numb with all the truth that's coming out tonight. Numb.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, no more numb nuts, eh? You've been kicked squarely in your intention for too long in that... mask. I keep wanting to go male. No, mask you lie in. You know, T, truth or consequences. You see, everything. The trick is easy with false light. Okay, with a mirror. If you control the light and control the mirror, it's easy to throw an illusion up. Right? It's shadow puppets. So the stitch in thy me, that's getting your shadow back. You won't find your shadow, your true creation, until you start confronting that which you deem to be your shadows in the closet, you know, those nasty little things and whatever. Would you do it again? Have you got over it? Did it cost you? Would you do it again? No. You'd be fucking Lulu. World's longest bar doing that. It's a world record. And it no longer exists. Yeah, see the little post that you had sent me, Ferocity, in Skype, unveiled the Enlil veil elope. And I can turn Cain and Abel over very easily to show how benevolent and beautiful Cain is and how destructive Abel is. I mean, Abel was after the minds, the sheep, and that's what she brought to Lord Enlil. And of course, you know, you just going along with creation and harvesting the fruits and you look down upon as little peon because you got your own mind. Look at you, you creative little bastard. You know, look at your sister. Look at how many minds she's enslaved and brought to the fold. Yeah, the space fold, space-time fold. Remember, the Bible is backwards as much as it's forwards. You have to be able to and fro in a double cross. You've got to see it from the good is evil and the evil is good, in the same way you see the good is good and the evil is evil. Only there will you zero it out. Only there will you find truth. Only there will it finally make fucking sense to you. And then you'll be in the absolute bliss and despair of this reality, and then you just get right between that and go with the flow. Or more likely go with the fro instead of the follow. Fish travel in schools. No, we run slow. You know, I tell you, I fly solo. I'm under every fucking radar and over every radar as well. Because I control the horizontal, the vertical, and the contrast, the pitch, yaw, and roll of my own mind. And if I can make your mind pitch and roll, eventually you're going to yawn. when you've had enough. Wakey, wakey. It's pure magic how it works, isn't it? Want to play nursery rhyme fun? Okay. There we go. I thought there were some people in here. Oh, look, a frog went to court.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, how are ya?
I'm
Can't hear you.
here.
Huh? There you are. So what's up?
Oh.
Well, I figured you put your hand up. You want to talk, so I'm kind of wondering, what do you want to talk about?
Okay. Well, I want to let.
Oh, your mic's breaking up really, really bad.
Oh, okay. Wait. Let me take this off. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Sort of.
Well, a few weeks ago, and this, I don't mean to sound literal. I haven't.
Okay.
Really
okay. I get that you're thinking about everything you're saying. What I need you to do right now, your energy is so packed up. You have got so much that you're holding on to. There's something there. So what I'm going to ask you to do, sweetheart, just let rip. And you see, what you're doing is stopping and judging yourself, and you got to stop doing that. Just say it, and don't worry. We'll all help each other on the courses here, on the course corrections, okay? But you're holding on to something. I can feel it. It's pulling right out of me here. So just let the fuck rip as literal as you want, okay?
Well, when I served the
breaking.
No, I can't hear you, sweetheart. And it still sounds like you're still sounding like you're talking legal. The mouse is scaring your elephant, eh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, and a little correction on the word there. You don't serve anything to these fuckers. You ram this truth down their fucking gullets, okay? We don't serve Lucifer here. We slam him in the fucking jawbells, along with Jezebel, okay? So we're just going to not be so socially, legally correct in using the words that make you a slave. So what did you ram down Lucifer's fucking throat? Let's start there.
The Jane Doe -755 motion.
Okay, for the purpose of?
For the purpose of the point where I'm living at.
Okay, okay, I got it. I already got it in your hesitation. Oh, you're playing the game of cat and mouse. So you served a motion so that you can play with them. See, when I send anything out, I ram it down the fucking throat. It's not served, it's done. Okay? It's not here's what I think and I'm going to play the fight this way with you. No. This is fuck off. This is not I'm coming back. Okay? This is the most absolute fuck you. Not a chance will I ever set foot in your Lucifer, Satan-ridden house, your fucking kibbutz and bills, kibbles and bits for the dog's house. Was that the intent you had when you sent it in, or was it about something you were still fighting for?
No, I was open to what creation wants.
No. You were open only to what you wanted. I can tell by the fear. There's something you want out of this. And see, here's the thing about freedom, sweetness. This is the third or fourth time you've been on here, and I'm still trying to get this through to you. You better lose that fear, because you're afraid of a fucking shadow. Literally. You want literal? I'll give you literal. You are walking afraid of a fucking shadow. I don't care where you live in, what you're doing. When you ram this down the throat once and for all, and they say, that's it, Pontius Pilate, I'm done with this shit, it goes away. You've got to stop playing this filing a motion thinking you're going to get... No. This is about letting them know that you can't fuck with me. That's all that is. See, people are still caught in this Jane Doe motion like they can play legal fucking games with it. Oh, you could if you wanted to. But see, here's the thing. The true source of where it came, and really the only one that can actually do that, if I wanted to, would be me. This is a tool of no vengeance. And if it is used as something of a gimme, it's useless. When are you guys going to figure this out? When are you going to finally say, fuck you, Lucifer, I'm done? Instead of worrying about this stuff. Get it done. I don't know how much more living proof I and countless others can be for you that'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you right now. Just get it. It is done. This is not about picking fights. This is about fuck off. And here's why. They get it really quick, especially if you ram it through the clerk's window right into the ass of Lucifer itself with a pineapple attached. That's how I send things out. My love letters read sort of like that when it comes to a rapist. You still courting this motherfucker?
Okay, you know what happened last night after Okay, well, something happened to me when I was 6 years old, and I didn't really have my consciousness intact.
Okay.
It happened between age 6 and 10. I looked at it last night, and I felt a miracle of myself.
You got a glimpse of you, did you?
What's that?
You got a glimpse of you finally?
Yeah.
Good girl.
I got.
Now we're dancing.
The thing that I felt really bad about with the motion is the first time. Okay. When I wrote it, I thought it was to those who are the bar members.
Well, again, it's here's what anything that you want to use that's on the website creativeguy.wordpress.com. Knock yourselves out, but you got to read it first. You got to really understand what it is first. It's useless. It's just another piece of papyrus if you don't, because you're the power behind it. I'll tell you the difference between someone who is playing in the middle world of still semi-legal, pseudo-legal, out of the matrix, versus someone like myself. Okay, when I send these out, it has always been, this is where I put my foot down, never to lift my feet again. Dance. While others are still a little bit of a Kansas City two-step, thinking they can dance in and out. No. You dance in and out once you're out. And here's the thing, you never dance in again, and then you start telling everybody else to stop doing that because you're killing your soul. Literally. And when you get a glimpse of yourself, like you were saying, it's a beautiful thing. Phonics, this is why. You want to get rid of the fear, guys? You want to start getting rid of that mousy shit you got going on in your heads? Get fucking busy on phonics and watch the magic. I tell you, once you see a few of them, and then they start to explode like lotus flowers, figs within you, then you start going, wait a minute. Yeah, it's not the same place you thought it was. It's a completely different world. And if you're stuck in the Kansas City two-step thinking you're going to solve something legally or make, it all just go away through a piece of paper, that's bullshit. You are the one that makes it go away, and it's the intent, how and what you are doing when you are doing anything. My intent is simple. My foot is down, Lou, right on your fucking nads, and I got some, gentlemen-only, ladies forbidden shoes on, pair of yours, golf cleats. And I'm grinding my heel into the head of that snake, and it's fucking hamburger now. And that's where you stand. Here, I'll ask you a simple little question. If, say, you were standing right beside me and there was, say, a bailiff or a cop or a lawyer or a judge or somebody came up to us how concerned would you be? I'm standing there right there with you. How concerned would you be?
Not concerned.
Not at all, right? What makes you think I'm not there through the essays? That's when I am there. You bring me to your side when you read those. And you see the same truth and the same the stamina, the same tenaciousness that you hear from me. This is my gift for me that was given to me, the gift that I give to all, the removal of fear that was granted to me through my own fucking terror moments to get rid of it. There's others that give this gift as well. You should listen to us. I was going to say, you wouldn't have a problem at all with any situation if I was standing right there beside you, would you?
No.
Well, I am.
Okay.
You read the essays, right? Read them again.
Yes.
And then read the essays from the point of me standing right there beside you in every situation, because I am. It's the same truth that's there that's in me, hon. I don't know what there's. Don't get caught up in a two-dimensional 1D or kind of world of thinking it's a piece of paper and it's not somehow me. Those were in sigil form the purest intents of my heart, just like a song.
The thing that I didn't tell you yet, and that has been bothering me, is that two-step. I did serve it again with the criminals, the persons that.
Yeah, this is not about advice, honey. This is not about advising them of their evil. We kind of know that. They really know that. Okay. This is about you awakening. Nothing to do with them.
Okay.
This is you walking up to the Lulu's world's longest bar and shutting it down forever, and it's as simple as one thought away. It is literally as simple as one literal thought away. I can't make it clearer than that.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, hon.
The reason why I'm feeling like this recently is that they came back to where I live and put something on the door.
Yeah, so
said they were coming back.
Well, yeah, well, so.
Okay.
Who are they coming back for? Do you know how many people I've talked to that have endured this? How many stories do I have to tell you? I mean, maybe, Chris, if you're listening in tonight, sweetie, you can convey the story of all of the parasites clamoring around the house and they couldn't come in. Sweetheart, they can't touch you. The only way they can't touch you is because somehow, somewhere, you still believe they can. That's the energy I'm feeling from you. That was that lump of shit that I could feel that's eating away at you. I don't want to eat at you anymore. Okay? You've got to be the one to get this. It's not about, go away, bully. They'll never go away until you say, hey, fuck off. Because you have the keys to hell for them. And you do. You really, really do. No one touches you. The only contract they need is for you to think and be any legal name at all. Be done with it. Because it sounds to me that's a response to a pick the fight. Fuck off, leave me alone. I'm going to tell you why legally, and I'll come into court and play it. No. You don't play that game. This is the great big digitus imputicus right in the face of the system. You need to spend a bit more time breathing. It's the power you wield, my love. Oh, boy. I'm going to wait to see this firecracker light up. Tour de force. It's always us sheepish ones at first, you know. The sheepish turn into the biggest dragons. It's neat. I've seen it happen a few times. One of them. Very shy kid. Slight contrast, though, now, eh? Yeah, you get to be your own contrast. So I'll ask you the question, and you'll know in your own heart what you need to see and hear. And I did say any or every legal name, title, anything in that matrix at all, okay? So I'm going to ask you the question straight up, and I need an answer from you, and you need to listen to your heart. Because if there's any doubt in this, you better find where that doubt is, because you still somehow think that you're a legal name in some way, shape, or form and can play in their world. Are you a legal name, yes or no?
No.
Yeah, there's one there that we can use to tell them to fuck off. Right? This motion thing, I've already told people, if you're not up to speed on what's going on here, don't even bother with it. That's fucking what? August, September last year? This is all you need to be handling these motherfuckers is Babylon is fallen and bulletproof. But you better know what's in that. You better know it to be true, that every sin you have is connected to every sin on this planet. The fruit of the loom, you wear everybody's underwear on that one. That's why can you plead to a lesser charge? Because you're still guilty of all of humanity's sin anyway. Oh, okay, Fuck you. The conviction was overturned, you see. The Knox conviction was overturned. Today, as a matter of fact. We just overturned it. Nala, how's it going? Wait for him to unmute. Sweetheart, I'm here to empower you, not confuse you. So try not to confuse yourself with power. Understand what this is. When you get neutral, you are the power. Creation steps in and kicks ass. True story.
Like, you hear me now, I think. Sorry, lass.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Hey, lass, stop doing the hokey-cokey. Take your legs and everything else out it and fuck off away from them all. Yeah. Here, I'm going to give you another little giveaway that you're doing here. This is for everybody. And it's generally, this is a root of monkey chatter issue. If there's any delay in a conversation, it's generally because of ideas trying to be formulated to still justify some position or other. Look at it for what it is. You're not Jane Doe-755, okay? So I'm going to tell you now you can't use it anymore because it's confusing you. You still think it's a legal fight. It's not. That was a confirmation of destruction. You're trying to rebuild the House of Babel with it. You can't do that. It's going to blow up in your face. Okay? So you are not any legal name at all. Okay? You need to get this. Okay? Because you were looking at Jane Doe as a fucking crutch to keep your gimme-gimmes and think you're going to get these guys to walk away because you're smarter than them. Well, you can't be smarter than them because you didn't understand what the Jane Doe-755 fully was, and you were using it in dishonor. I can see that. It is about the City of London protecting Jane Doe-755, and it fucks them. All you need to do is throw it in. But if it's not thrown in with the right intent, it's you didn't four-corner it and make sure that nothing can be added or taken from that book of life of yours, did you? No. Right? But you didn't know that. But then you're not a fucking lawyer. Why are you practicing law? You got a bar card? You don't practice law. They'll tell you it's how they stay in order. We're just practicing here. So you can't blame someone for practicing if you die. They were just practicing, they told you. And here's illegal freeman types and people that, want to talk about, well, if you go to court, you should do, these fucking, we got lawyers all over this planet, a bunch of fucking Jew bags. They know the law like they don't know the fucking law, I'll tell you. If you want a law expert, I actually am one. I'm a real bona fide self-research, go ahead. You want to play legal with me? I'll take every one of your fucking legals and turn it up your ass. It's not hard to do. It just takes a little truth. Shuts them up real quick. So if you want to talk to a legal expert, here I am. What legal advice will I give you? Well, as your, bar accredited Jane Doe-755, actually legally able to practice law in the literal sense, my legal advice to you is do not use or think you are a legal name because it cannot defend you in court if you do, because you've already committed a crime called a felony of legal name fraud. Okay? So you're never to go to a court or talk to these people ever again, and never, ever give them a name of any kind of assumption. Okay? That's my legal advice to you. That work for you, Nala? Is that clear? That came across okay? Some good legal advice, don't you think?
Came across perfect. Couldn't have been any sweeter or any nicer.
Well, there's your legal advice. And if you want to take up legal with me, I'll fucking eat you alive. I'm pretty good at the legal stuff, eh, Noah? You know, pretty handy words, yeah? Their legalese and their trickery words, the where to fours, here on twos, and all the rest of that shit. I'm pretty good with that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it takes a wee bit of practice, and you've got to have that flexibility to play with it.
Yeah, I practice law right up to the point where I now master it.
As you say, with them practicing, and if they fuck up and you get hurt, well, it's your own fault for being there in the first place.
Yeah, because a true master never practices law. A true master is the law of creation itself. So what do you want to be? Someone who practices magic, or one who is a master of self? A mother star within. Which one do you want? You can only have one. You can't have, you can't have one without the other, but you can only have one of them. Chocolate or vanilla, which one do you want? Which ice cream cone are you gonna take? That's your choice here. Well, it doesn't make any sense to take the chocolate one. That's illegal, right? Yeah. It's actually, they poisoned it. It kind of tastes like fish sauce or something. You'll really like the French vanilla, though. The free N key. The free, the infinite key, the life within self. Yeah, that one. Not some meat stick guy. No, the truth of you. Which one do you want? I went with the French vanilla. Nira. Oh, what was the other one? Oh, the Zodiac. I love this one. What was it? The Dendra Dendera Zodiac. The Den of Ra Zodiac. I know, it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, they inserted Leo the Lion. It's pretty funny, actually. You silly Sphinx. Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually. So I'm already spatial right now, and that's what happens when you get me into that, having to go to that legal world thing. So my legal advice to you, Sweetness, is stop practicing law, okay? Be the master of it. By the way, when you're the master of your own court, you don't serve anybody but truth itself, creation itself, okay?
Okay.
You can't serve two worlds. You can't serve Lucifer and heaven. Sorry. So we don't serve. The only thing I serve up here is its own shit right back to it. Coming right up. By the shovelful. Shovel full. Yeah. Read the essays a few more times. Not even sure which ones. Bulletproof would probably be a good one to go. Just start expanding your mind into the fractal. See how all outreaching you are. See, you're still very, right now, you're in the box of the house that you're in, yes? Or apartment, whatever it is. Okay, that's where your mind is, because it stops at the door with a piece of paper. Have you noticed? So burn the paper. It's got nothing to do with you. Okay? It's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I burned it last night.
Good girl. See any little demons pop out of it? There's some really weird shit comes out of that stuff, eh?
And just start moving shit around and just let them go ape shit.
I missed part of that roar. Go again?
They're gone.
They're gone. They're toast.
He can't have sex anymore. That's gone. And he took a Viagra. See, he was going through all the paperwork in the console before we left for Lake Charles, and he took a Viagra pill.
Hey, Roar?
And, he was digging through the console.
Okay, two different conversations going on there. Yeah, the system needs a Viagra pill after this stuff, because this is the pill. Yeah, birth control, BC control. Yeah. So burn the birth control, okay? It's done, sweetie. See, a totally different conversation, but Roar was telling you exactly what I was telling you. Funny how that works, isn't it? When you hear the truth in it. Okay? Right now, the system, the only Viagra the system has is a very limited, very, very, very limited supply. I know, because I keep cutting off pipelines. As soon as I see them, I cut them off. It's a spiritual to physical. I have to spot the physical effect And by the way, that is all through history, all through time. Oh yeah, I look everywhere for this shit, right across Alpha Omega, as far as I can see. As far as the eye can see, I look. And then when I see it, I connect it. All I have to do is see the picture of the idea in a different form. Example, September 1st could be considered, 2010 could be the same as September 15th, 1944. It was a D-Day. Something big fucking changed. And there was a lot of mayhem right after that. Okay, so I can correlate that. And that's the system destroying itself. Okay? It's connecting all of these different points of time and you, in view of you. Bring them all together. It sounds very complicated. It's not. It's the stuff just drops in. It's like, oh. You don't have to think about it. It's the last thing you want to do is think. It really is the last thing you want to do.
And is it always a quad?
Always.
The 4 points.
Yeah, you've got to be the A minor, the one who mines for the truth, the Christ minor, not the Antichrist minor. Okay, that's the lift chord. The minor in the 4-chord hit song is major, minor, major, major. So that's your Munster, Leinster, and Connacht are the majors. The minor in My Heart is Ulster. Okay, Northern Ireland versus the Republic of Ireland. So that's the 4 chambers of the heart allegory shown in a physical allegory and a gadget. So the heart of what you see on the map of Ireland, I overlay that on my reality or underlay it. Whatever the case is, it's both sides. It's simply the heart. So I take the 4 chambers of the heart, 4 chambers of Ireland, 4 of this, 4 of that, and I connect all 4. And I look for the minor, the one that was missing. There's always one missing chord. There's always the minor. It's always the one you have to dig for. That's the one you dig within. That's where, your 7 dwarves. That's why they were down digging up fucking jewels for your cantels, your cantel abra. Okay.
It's funny. I actually arrived in California, where my family wasn't from, but I don't have that kind of heart connection there.
Well, that's where did you pop in here?
Side Hospital in Long Beach, California.
Oh, okay, Long Beach. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, Normandy was a very long beach. See where you came on Normandy's beach. It's going to be something that'll resonate with you. Overlord, Sword, Omaha. Just giving you historical references of the literal illusion that you can connect to. If you want to see your movie, well, pick a point. You'll find it. And you can see how it turns out. You win. Every time. That's what truth does. You win every battle. Because you don't even have to try. That's the wine I drink from. The other wine, well, I put that with the divine feminine wine, swine, and don't cast any pearls at it. Because all they're looking for is a Luciferian pearl necklace of some kind. Be not of this world. Be not of this world, sweetie. You're untouchable. You don't need to think that. You need to know that. Because you have to know that, though. I already know you are.
At a dog, like right now.
Oh, hey, Roar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, I opened you up before there.
I'm going to save my money. I'm not going to put up with this bullshit.
Okay, I guess not. I thought you was talking to me again. See? You see how that works? Roar, don't put your hand up if you're talking to somebody else. It works here, too, but it's just easier. It feels more direct. Hey, Shocked, how's it going? Speaking of chakras, chakras. Fucking what a team, eh?
Yeah.
Pure Sphinx. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. There's the Sphinx, the sphincter of your Sphinx collapsing in around that little piece of shit Lucifer, squeezing the last little pee out. Boop, out it goes, rabbit poop. Huh? What a visual. It's easy to follow rabbits, just follow the poop trails. Silly rabbi. Labai.
Oh, yeah.
Lab rats. Yeah, more like liar brats. Here we are. Like, can anyone get the visual of flat Earth being like a baby's head, and there's like this one follicle, one hair trying to push through, and all this interference is happening, and it's not allowing the hair to, align up to break through the skin, the divine feminine knowledge, S-kin, the 4-S-kin, a foreknowledge of the divine feminine knowledge, foreskin. Are you circumcised of the physical reality? It's got any of these penises. It's the entire human body in the allegory of anagogic is a penis, a walking, talking penis. Right? A pen of Isis. Of the ice. Okay? Etching and sketching into this reality. Well, you're not doing the etching and sketching. Someone else is. You're just providing all the power for it. They just taught you how to etch and sketch your own reality out of yourself. I don't play etch a sketch anymore. Not out there. You should see my storyboards inside. They're quite something different. Give that board a shake, will you? Clear your etch a sketch. Don't let them see what you're thinking. Me, I tell them no one. That's what Noah's Ark is all about. Little spark there. 5 minutes, 21 seconds to roll over. Quick on the number here for anyone who wants to jump in. 347-637-3265. And for this table right now, it's BTR listener 029. And Shocked, if you'd be so kind as to direct people for where to be after the rollover, that would be great.
Alrighty then. If you guys want to call into GSNIP, the number, as always, is 914-803-4058, and we will post the Skype number, or I'll read off the Skype number live when it's in the Skype rooms.
I love it, the G-snip. Is that like the G-spot with scissors? I love it. That's the Thai call. Tickle me Elmo. Fire up my volcano, bitch. St. Elmo's fire. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Can you see the kernels now, KFCer? I thought you might. But we're not chicken anymore. We don't put our chicken in a bucket. We are the Ka-Fa-Ka. Yeah, the spirit of the heart spirit. One mother-fa-ka-fa. Yeah. I love phonics. Flies beautifully, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Circumcising demons.
Look at you. Look at Operation G-Snip. Snip. Oh, look, G-pedo. Can't touch your G anymore. No more G-spot for that tickled me, Elmo. Yeah. Swing, motherfucker, swing. Strange fruit, that, Lucifer. You thought I was talking about baseball? Well, it is. It's the bass note of bail. And guess what? Who's playing the jacks here? Jack off. Tell you what, all I do is keep the bail bouncing in the air, and look, it never came down. I pick up all the motherfucking Union union jacks I want and crush them in my spiritual essence. Boom. That was a little tap dance. You like those? Are they fun? I love doing those. I do them all day in my head, eh? But they're always different. They're always the same thing, though. It's sort of the same song of Delilah, of the lie of the law, lie of the land. Try that one on. You'll see it's rather frat. Welcome to the frat house. You've been in Animal House too long. The Fabro AT, ACAC, anti-aircraft. Get old Tuskegee on the Currahee on this one, will ya? Push that mountain up. Quit Himalayan around. Himan and Han, and Elohiman and Elohan. Because you don't want to be that. Motherfuckers looking for a harem. Yeah, you're it. Here you are, Frankenstein's monster, stitched together. Have a look at the skull. You'll see. Yeah, that's your broken crown, babies. You know, all the little cranium cracks? Yeah, typically C4. That's your stitch in time you heal up, baby. That's your Christ fracture. So I'll show you how to put Humpty back together, because your egg, your skull, got caved in. Abel, she took a hit in the head, right? But the knocks have been overturned. That convi see shun, conversation, convi with without life. See, unconditional love, shun. That one, conviction, has been overturned. That's what happens when you're a bird of truth. Everything over turns. Depends if you're Arctic or not. The arc of truth I see, or the Arctic, the gnat. King Coles was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he, just like Santa Claus. Quite the collectors, these guys, aren't they? Yeah. Bits and bytes and bytes and bits. 60 seconds to roll over. I don't even know what do you guys want to talk about? Throw a little faggot on the fire here, will you?
I just want to say thank you, Kate. And
I will say thank you, honey. Thank you.
Time.
No, sweetheart, you never take my time. The time I have are the seeds I share freely. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme like. Okay? You've been through enough scars. You've been borrowed enough. And it hasn't been fair. So let's get the spoken, parse, by you of creation itself. Get rid of the lee or ley lines, the lies within you. Be the true saki, not the drink, the sa, say, which is creation key of life, creation of life. Parsley, sage, rose, ma roi, ma rai, catcher of rosemary, rosemary's baby. The true baby, not the one in the movie. That's the mirror. How about some thy me for a change instead of tie me up? You don't tie me up at all, sweetie, because here's the gift I get. I get going. You come home. I win. So who's grateful, me or you? Dare you to even think there's something that can compare you to I or I to you in the perfection of who we are. That's my gift. It's all yours. Sharesies in my house, Share and share alike. You got gifts, I got gifts. Let's share them and see what we can build. Because I know they're beautiful. Because you've got one that no one else in the whole universe has, and I want to see it. But I can only see it in heaven, so come on home, will you? Show me your shit. And not the shit down here, because all it makes out of you is a Wayne greasy key. A Wayne Gretzky in hockey. 99, I'll show you why. He walked the wrong path in glory of self. He should have been on the way, the truth on the knee of the Christ mind, of the kivro etch, the consciousness of truth key of life. Wayne Gretzky, no wonder you needed a Messier to protect you, because I'll tell you, when this Messiah comes through here, Messiah, I have one Messiah. Watch. You will be in awe, or much better. No more Thai calls here, baby. No more tick calls either. Because this just ticks L right off. That's what I'm here to do. Get the ticks off by ticking off the tick. You tick, you talk, and it's all tick, talk, stalk, grass gets cut here with the Grim Reaper. And guess who's carrying the, how did I put it, the Mayan-ific scytheology? I got my master's degree in that one. Time for a haircut. And fly away home. This robin's been in a cage too long. Get a little rage going on, have you noticed? And the gaping yaw of creation is bearing down on this place right now. Watch. Soon, Ami, soon. Be the wave, be the wave of the soon, Ami. Soon, my friend, soon. And be the sun that you are, the light, the Christ within. This is what the teachers were teaching. And being as they were and are considered masters, I will have a look. Well, maybe they're on to something. And as a matter of fact, yeah, they were. Found the same thing. It's really neat. And so have you. So you are the mice to the elephant in the room in the same way that you are the elephant that's not afraid of a little mouse. Stomp, stomp. Oak Island-like peanut. Right over their heads. Yeah, real close shave. Right to the skin. That one heals over. Yeah, that one heals over. Heals over nicely, doesn't it? Ass over kettle. Stay in the magic world, guys. You'll be better. You'll be better. Trust me on this one. Because the more insane this place looks, the easier it gets to bear. Because I'll tell you what happens when you get there. You already know it's over. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. Just like that. You feel the energy shift in the tone? Because you know where that's coming from, don't you? That's coming from the deepest, darkest source. It's not happy with that part of creation that considers itself better than any other part of creation. Here to do a little business, a little state of duality, cleanup. Yeah, clean up aisle 4, Earl. And Earl knows what happens when I'm done with the cleanup. Gets bagged and tagged. It was a really good song. And filed a missing persons report for someone no one missed at all. So why bother filing any reports? Because I'll tell you where Lou lives, in the toilet called the court, in the toilet called the cop shop, in the toilet called the church, in the toilet called the government offices and buildings, and all of these other shitter toilets that are sucking the very life source out of you, and what we are is an inverted hair here. Hell of a tick, don't you think? You see, this place is the ingrown hair that's getting popped. Been under heaven's skin for too long. You know that moment when you find it ingrown and you pop it free? And it's like, oh, wow. And it feels so much better? Yeah, that moment's coming up. I'm going to pop this place like a fucking zit. Goes the weasel. Goes the corn. Children of the corn that hang around here under the dead crown. The good news is all that life that you're connected to throughout every moment of this physical, literal reality since the trapping moment to now, all of that life is pulled back with you. You bring it all home, baby. And won't you be surprised at all the family you get to meet? Again. Just depends how motivated you are. Just what are you dreaming about? Dirt nap? Well, you know what we call diapers in Ireland, like Scotland? They're called nappies. That's for the shitheads that are asleep with their head in their nappies. Wakey, wakey, truth, truth. Simple, easy peasy, no bullshit. Damn, there's no opinion there, Kate. It's just what it is, isn't it? Yeah, I noticed that too. Fucking glad you did, because I was tired of trying to explain the same thing over and over again. It was just a fucking orange kangaroo anyway. Just a bad idea. Yeah, time to be the overt hair, not the invert. Because you're all full of green, baby. All full of the green grass of home. The aria. The era. Yeah, now it's our turn. Yeah, their idea of bird is just a very cold idea of cold-blooded reality. No thanks. Yeah, this little sun is going to shine, shine, shine all the way home. Sorry, I feel like waxing eloquence. I like to do that on occasion. That one's, well, as much as it's for you, that's for me. I was going to stretch my own wings, you know.
Hello? Hello? Hello,
Hey. Yeah, you're there. You're there.
Hello, everybody. The art of Noah. The art of Noah and the art of Know, eh?
There you go. Yeah, you're not an Archanaut, are you? No, you ought to not be. That's all nautical. Yeah, that's the not I call. Not I call, no way. That's another one of those ickles, because people are so fickle with the pickles up their fickle ass. Have you ever noticed that? Gee, that's all kosher-like, too. Have you noticed? Yeah, a little garlic on that vampire dill. Silly, silly, silly. It's fun stuff. Yeah, there you go. Nice little dance in the ants in your pants word world. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, what's the other thing too? Nessa brought this up earlier about kibbutz. Kibbutz is also a joke, right? Of just kibbutzing you. So it's an enclosure, Hebrew enclosure, kibbutz, right? Communities live there, you know, like little cells, right? And it's a joke. So you can see the absolute Luciferian trap of a cell within a cell, right? Kibbutz. And of course, bills being what they are, right? Last bills and testament. They definitely want their bills paid. Have you noticed? Sounds like will, though. Well, it depends. They've just kind of got it all to themselves, right? W style. Kind of squared off your right angle there, too. Careful. Yeah, kibbutz and bills. Kibbutz, dogs, dog tags, ID. It's all built on that. Yeah, nice joke. No, it's just kibbutzing. Well, I'll tell you what. When you see the flames of hell, I'm just kibbutzing, too. I'm just putting the kibbutz and the shish kibbutz. That's all. Yeah, the she-man kibbutz. Oh, I love this perspective. You should see how many different points of view I get. Just being me. Yeah, don't worry. This kitty cat does her nails. There's not one lion on this fucking planet who can stand up to this cat. And I don't even have to raise a paw. I do it all stare down like, you know. I stare them down the stairs that they can't even climb. It's a problem with ignorant intellectuals. They're so intellectual, they're ignorant. And they're ignorant of the fact that they're ignorant because they're intellectual. Because they're so fucking smart and intellectual, they intellectualize themselves into thinking they're not ignorant because they're so intellectual. Fucking stupid. That's why I'm here, because I make those people look like fucking retards. And it's really, really simple. You don't have to be intellectual at all. You just have to tell the truth. What's tough about that, smarty pants? When you eat your Smarties, do you eat red ones last? Yeah. No, I eat those
I'll
first.
jump in with a wee bit of silence there. I'm going to have my bit, so I'll catch up with you after.
Okay, yeah, I've just been waiting for people to jump in. Lots of breathing room, eh? Radio style, Nala? You know what I'm doing.
Yes. I say, well, get late here, my eyes are going together, so
All
nice
right.
listening in again. I'll catch up with you after.
Love you, man, and I'm going to show up one of these Thursdays. Let me know when your next show is, and I'll see if I'm about to hang out with you.
Excellent, no worries. So,
yeah, anytime. Again, anytime. I had to go through all that to break the spell that people were under somehow that I'm important or something. You know that one? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I think we've had the same fractals.
It's just kind of, people think, geez, Kate, you're so important. Yeah, really? I don't think so. I'm quite in starboard and, starboard. I'm not port at all. The only port I have is in a glass. Excuse me.
Well, if that's your tipple, enjoy it, and I'll catch you after.
All right. Take care, my love, and say hi to Kat for me.
Will do. Take care, everybody.
Right.
Have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just me kibitzing around with some wordplay and stories. And did anybody have any problem following me and where I was going with those? How they connected one to the other, to the other, to the next, to the next, to the other, to the next? Any of you guys hearing any of that?
In the flow.
Okay.
Right there with you.
Okay. I'm trying to set formation here, guys, flying together. I got to see where you are, and you're the only one that can tell me. Right? I'm flying blind. Oh yeah, okay. You got it. Good. Let's dance. That's all I'm interested in. I want to know that we're right here together. Kind of useless flying solo, especially when you got everybody there. It's like, fuck, I'm not here to show off. Come on, let's fly straight and level. It's really cool. You'll dig it. Flat Earth and everything. Yeah, fly off into space. It's beautiful. And I think, yes, I had my Dimitri clue. So it's such a beautiful night. Well, all morning. Night to me is morning, dark, or daytime to you. Or for those that are on that time zone. I'm in the Oz zone right now. But anyway, I watched Mission Impossible 2. Hadn't seen it in ages. Oh, that'd be a good one to revisit. Haven't seen that in ages. Because for me, it's always Mission Impossible. Oh, please. 2, duality, not a problem. Bring it on. So it did. And one of the characters in it that Tom Cruise was playing was Dimitri. Yeah, Dimitri, DMT tree, Dimitri. DMT, Rene, reborn, right? So, so I had my clue. So who knows what's going to happen on the G-SNP. Might be worth the price of admission, which is free. Yeah, that's great. We come here for a free-for-all, don't we? It's free-for-all, and it's a free-for-all. Just don't think it's a free-for-all, though, because it's free-for-all. See the quad? As soon as you can take the same sentence and make it mean 4 different things, you found the quad of the say and te and say. The creation, infinite truth, say and in truth, infinitely mine in creation. That's what the sentence is. That's it phonetically. Say and te, as in Nascati Ipsum, the sweetest self that you are, truth. And infinite, say, creation. So creation, infinite, you, truth, infinite creation. What you say is what you say. Watch what you're saying, because someone else has been doing all the creating with your saying, because you didn't know what you were saying, but you're starting to know what you're saying, because all the words mean something. Yes, they do. And it's all keyed in sound, the only thing the paper dolls can't do. So how can they be of sound mind when they can't create sound and need you to do it for them? Time to shut that dolly up, don't you think? That little chatty Cathy paper doll you have, or had, or thought you had? Bad idea. Lose the thought, and it thaws out right there. That was a nice little dance, wasn't it? You see, all I can do is reinforce the idea of truth with you, and keep reinforcing it in as many ways as creation dumps in the little noggin. Wide open. Open circuit. Blonde hair, blue-eyed. Hair growing nice and long, right? All Samson and Delilah-like. It's all anagogic. Might explain why the Tibetan monks shave their heads so close, eh? Baldies. Bunch of bald legals. Interesting that the Mission Impossible 2, when it came out, there's the mountain that looks like upside down India. Just like Crimea looks like little India. There's a lot of Indias popping up everywhere. Well, they switched east for west in French, right? Oué, west. Oué. Est for east.
Yes.
they made east to east to east to east to east constantly. That's the time loop. It's not east to west. It's east to west. You can pronounce it. That's the thing with how it's spelt in French. You can pronounce it west in English. Tricky fucks, eh? Yeah, so it's time to drop a house on that bitch. Grab those rubbery slippers and tap dance down the golden yellow road, you know? Interstate 60 like Christ mind. Truth. End the loop. You've been doing loop to loop too long. You got dizzy. You got all sleepy like. What'd you do? Fall in the field of poppies? Fucking poppy land. Poppy honk honk. Wake up, eat your spinach. Oh my God. It's just like right now in my head. Everything's just pouring out. It's beautiful. Seven Dwarfs just showed up. I haven't smoked anything yet either. Wow. Anyway, I was working on some stuff earlier, typing, and I love it because when I'm following a certain fractal, I know I'm really nailing it because the actual visual, I'm looking out and it starts to fracture. It's hard to describe. It's just beautiful light, and you can't see past it. It's like it's just, I can't even describe it, but it's a fracture that you are past. You just can't see past it. Anyway, that's certain states of awakening. You will start to see these things for yourself. You get a little glimpse into, whoa, yeah, this veil is coming down, kids. I know. I know. You know how I know? Because I can prove it. I can show it to you. How many things do you see pop up the next day that we talk about? They go weird like. Anybody else notice that shit all day long, or is it just me?
I got a new one. Mission Impossible 2. You were talking about a moment ago. It's from John Who. John Who.
Oh yeah, John Woo. Oh yeah, well it's the My Shun. Here, I'll give you the quad of Mission Impossible 2. Ready? Here we go. We have Mission Impossible 2 in the literal. It's an impossible mission, Jim, and it's part 2. Okay, that's as literal as it gets. Fair? All right, let's take it up a level. Mission I'm Possible 2. Also, look, yes, you're on that mission. How about this? My Shun Impossible 2. Duality. Yeah. Change up the context of each word within a sentence. And there he kept her very well. Sounds really good when you say it that way, doesn't it? Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and loved to beat her. Yes, indeed he did. But anyway, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. Where is it again? I have so many versions of this in my head. Where is it? Let me just get to the literal of it. I want to show you something in this. It's hilarious. Come on, there it is. Peter, pumpkin eater. I want to show you context and why context is so critical. And if you're singing in a certain tone, this is why, like, the Canadian accent and by far in much of the United States is the tone of speaking is so fucking sterile. Listen to the very American-sounding people that are very sterile in how they talk their words out, and the Canadians that are very syllable A. They want to make sure that all of the enunciation on the vowels is really, you know what I'm saying? Listen to how sterile the tones are. It's just fucking literal gibberish. Then you have someone come in with their French accent and they talk to you and they want to caress you, and then they get the Belfast brogue and you get the idea of there's a bit more action going on in that, and then you get into the Italiano and it's very in your face and I get the shit done. You know, it's the energy of the tone of the accent, the alternating current of the creation, infinite truth. You just got to get it neutralized. and hear the context. And it shows up in all of the accents. This is the gift of listening. Listen closer. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater. Yeah, pumpkin. Oh, look, you're a pump of knowledge. You're the well. Pump and well, right? Connect these dots, Peter. That's Lucifer pumping your well. You're very well. Indeed. Pumpa, pumpa, pumpa. Just think your legal name a Pumpa, and you're a pumper number 5, and you're going to be running around putting fires out everywhere. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife but couldn't keep her. No, sorry, you can't. And so he put her in a pumpkin she-el, she-ra, put her in a little cell, and there he kept her very well, her very source of creation, at the very center of it, the very well of life itself. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had another and didn't love her. Peter learned to read and spell, and then he loved her very well, didn't he? Spellbound. Loose the bindings of that book, kids. You're an open page, infinite. One big scroll. Let it roll. Because they're rolling you up in theirs. And no one listens to the B side of the 45. Usually, me shell, my bell. Oh yeah, my shell, my war. Get it together, Michelle. Should tell my sister that one. Karen, Michelle, Tom, peace on. Yeah. You got to empty that KMT. Mine was easy. We both have the KT, hon. Mine was the W, and you got the source of the mirror, M. You see, twin? Yeah. KMT, KWT. Just got to rearrange it, and you'll see the tree of life itself. It's really cool. Serve it up double diamond-like, you know? W and the M. Fold it over back onto itself, because every samurai sword has to be able to bend but never break. Fold after fold after fold. Where the cold hard truth is your very high carbon steel. Kiro B1. Nothing to take here, just pure blade. Finely hone that while maintaining the pia mater inside. The soft, gooey Tootsie Pop center. How many bites? You can't get through the shell, baby. Not on this one. I keep my gooey center and my Tootsie Pop to myself. You can lick this Tootsie all you want, but you can't, because I won't let you anywhere near me. Look what the farmer's wife did. Lick the knife. No thanks. I'd do that, you'd probably cut off my story, my tail. I'll be running around like 3 blind mice. And of course, I'll always have something to eat, because that's what happened to the pumpkin that Peter couldn't take care of. It's a Scottish version. It says it right here, watch. Peter, my neeper, had a wife, and he couldn't keep her. He pat her i' the wa, and let the mice eat her. Let the mice eat her. Just put her on the wall and let the mice eat her. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh, fuck, Jack and Jill again. Ring-a-ring-a-rosy, a pocket full of posy. Intro scene in Impossible 2. Asha, Asha, we all fall down. Aww. Feels almost Leningrad all over again, doesn't it? Or Stalingrad. Quit stalling. It's time to graduate. The heirs of the War of the Roses. The only rose that speaks for me is heaven itself. I know a few heavenly roses. They can speak for me too. Neat how that works. Because I know they're going to say the same thing I'm going to tell you anyway. So if they're going to say what I'm going to say, well, then go ahead and say it, because it sure saves me a lot of time saying the same thing you're going to say. And when you all start speaking the truth, it leaves nobody any choice any longer. And then it's really easy to watch the mice and the elephants dance, because you'll see them dancing in the same room. The elephant that doesn't forget, that forgets and is terrified of mice, and the mouse that doesn't realize its power, because it doesn't know who it is either. And it's going to run around until one or the other is going to get stomped out, and chances are it's that dumb old elephant. But keep them dancing anyway, because you are the mouse and the elephant in every room, just as they are the mouse and the elephant in every room too. You just decide which part of the double cross you want, the spiritual, which is a singular win. You know, you're the mouse that scares the dopey elephant. Ah! And you're also the elephant that goes, stupid mouse, look at you, squash on your foot. That's the heavenly side. The physical side, well, you know what that one's all about. Fear. Yeah. Mouse doesn't know the elephant's afraid of it, and the elephant doesn't know that it's afraid of mice, but they act it out. It's just, do you see that quad there? I choose the plus of the heavenly versus the negative of the hell. Supercharged.
Peter learned to read and spell, and then he loved her very well.
Oh yeah, he loved her all right. Lava, destroyed. Yeah. But here's the joy of it, because it's the reader, not the Peter. Oh yeah, we learned to read and spell, and then we found the truth of her very well, and that is, there are no words at that moment. When you find the well of souls, that's what we're talking about here. This is the well of souls. This is the pure conduit of self to creation. Lose the fear of little mice and little elephants, because I know who's dancing where. And all you have to do is put your little foot down and stay there. No more dancing, no more two-steps. Here, this is the truth, and I know it. Here's the simplest. Everyone's worried about breaking the law. You know, in this literal reality, in the legal world, they're all worried about breaking the law. True or false? You know, even criminals are afraid of breaking the law. That's why they're afraid of cops. True or false? Everyone's afraid of breaking the law. Yeah? So there's the big thought, that everyone's afraid of breaking a law of some kind or other, heavenly or whatever, right? You want to do no wrong. When you get there, you just don't want to do any wrong, and you're really paying very close attention to where it might be, where you can't see it, and you don't realize it, and then you follow it. Then you know that, oh no, that was never the, it's not the intent, for Christ's sakes. It's not like you're going out of your way to, like these guys do, to rape kids and stuff. I get it. You're still part of the bulletproof, not bulletproof chain. Where you are on that chain is irrelevant. You're on it. That's the original sin. Okay. This is what removes you from that. It's beautiful. Do you not like that gift creation offers you? I was astonished. How did I deserve that? No more two steps for these monkeys. You don't want to break the law, and use the very program against itself. You do not. Ask yourself this: do you want to break any of their fucking laws? No. Okay, well then stop breaking them. It is against the law to use a legal name, title in any way, shape, or form. You are breaking the law, the literal law, by doing so. Yeah, you should be afraid of police. Yeah, you should be afraid of governments and tax offices and all the rest of it, because you're breaking the fucking law. And as soon as you stop wanting to break the fucking law, guess what happens? You're not afraid of anything. Because in that moment, your true intent of, you don't want to break the law, man-made or heavenly That's when you're at zero. But you got to get there in your mind. It is just a thought. I am making this as easy as I can. It's just a thought. Ask yourself this question. There. I did. I asked myself, do I want to break any of their man-made laws? No, I've never wanted to. That's the joke. Then don't. Take your own fucking advice. You want to be a lawyer? There it is. Take your own advice. Stop breaking the law. Because if you do that, use a legal name in the most literal sense, playing this two-step shit back and forth. Get to that point right there. You do not want to break the law. Tell these monkeys, I don't break the law. Fuck off. It's against the law to use somebody else's property. Legal name. Nothing to do with me. That's somebody else's property. Not my contract. Take it up with the fucking gravestones. Is that literal enough for you? Does that not give you some respite, some peace? That, yeah, you're right. You don't want to break the law. And as soon as you stop breaking the law, the cops can't even talk to you. The bailiffs are fucking whatever. To the degree that you actually really get this, is the degree you're left alone. You're off limits. No fucking touch. Spiritual. You are fucking, armor-coated. Like, that Tootsie Pop is covered in samurai steel. Billions of miles thick if you want to play the big small game. Nothing gets through it. Nothing. That's the truth. So you can believe that or not. But you're just telling yourself another lie, that it's still okay to break the law and still want to play in breaking the law game, because I'll tell you, as soon as you use it, you already lose it. You got filthy hands using somebody else's dirty underwear. Legal name thing. It's not yours. Put it down. It's a fucking rattlesnake. It's a cobra. And that puppy's feeding on your soul. Well, you want something to feed on your soul, and you are the whole be asshole. Because you're going to get swallowed up into your own Uranus. Talk about sticking your head up your ass. That's what you're doing. If you're dancing in that game. And people can say whatever the fuck they want about me or to me. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck, because I know it's an opinion, unless it's truth. At which point, hey, it's funny, I hang out with those people, Yeah, because we get along. We tell the truth to each other. We don't go around breaking the law either, Good kids. And we help those that are breaking the law to show them how they're not breaking the law because it was a fraud, but they have to let go of that. If they don't, they're still defrauding themselves out of creation. We're just trying to give the secrets of the universe away here. Only one. You. So stop telling yourself secrets. Oh, it's okay. No, here's a wee secret. No, Kitty, it's okay. You can use a legal name. No, I can't. No secrets here. Come on, Fluffy, what are you talking about? But shut the fuck up. There you see. You treat yourself like this, and you'll start to see how schizophrenic everybody else is. It's fucking insane. Because you finally see the separation of church and state within itself. It's a very literal thing. It's kind of creepy. No, it's not. It's kind of fun. But it's getting tired, Being Phoenician, capital city, tired, right? I'm getting tired of it. Time to go home. You getting tired? Me too. It's too funny. So stop telling yourself secrets. Because that's not you telling your secrets. That's a demon. Consoling and cajoling you into, it's okay. Just one more lick. Go on. No, there's not much shit on that. Just go ahead, give it a lick. Go on. One more. Dare ya. Post on Portuguese line. funny how it was the only one I put together. It goes something like this. Tu as lembras minhas cuecas que gás e push weit verder, Bon Natal. So it's kind of funny I bring that up because agora means now, and a couple of things that faz obligatiza, right? Does she make your deck hard, right? That's catchphrases. But anyway, the one I put together, listening to bits and pieces of my Portuguese friends talking, is Tu as lembras minhas cuecas cagadas e push weit verder, Bon Natal, which translates into, why don't you eat my shitty underwear and then go fuck yourself, Merry Christmas. That's what it translates into. So how fitting is that? I thought it was. The only fucking Portuguese sentence, well, two that I know in terms of sentences. One is, does she make your dick hard? Why don't you eat my shitty underwear and go fuck yourself, Bon Natal, Lucifer, Bon Natal. It's all about the navels and the natals with these guys, eh? Zulu, the Natal. Yeah, Natal. There's one of the VCs. Got it. Natal Police. Okay, I got one to put together tonight. Cool. A lot of the stuff's coming back to Zulu these days. Well, 1964 is when it came out, right? And, of course, Michael Caine. So let's see what's in the field, shall we, Mikey? So M-Y-X. Mikey. Mix it up a little bit, will you? Mikey. What is Mikey like? Life cereal. Well, yeah, say is rayer, row. It's all about rowing your boats. It's what is real. People are caught in an illusion thinking this is real, but it's not. You're inside out, flipped upside down. Your space and time have been folded into a form getting drained. Neat trick, eh? Arithmetic. Arithmetic. Talk. Tick. Talk. It's just a matter of time. By me. Keep your eyes open. Play the game, I'll tell you, because when you're playing the phonics game, you are transforming all of consciousness. You are unraveling fractal after fractal after fractal, and you don't even know it. Well, you come to realize it soon enough, because it starts not manifesting, showing up in the creation. Remember, the false world that you're in is in the past. This is why the time loop exists. Time slows it down, so you kind of miss that stitch in time thing. Excuse me, where this screen, this one celluloid strip, is changing ever so slowly, folding in upon itself, decaying. Sorry, just one fractal on that. Oh, man. East to west, west to east. Like, see, that's the east continues east, continues east, continues east. Sorry, I'm just visualizing something. I'm trying to see this. Okay. It's still kind of unfolding. I don't put any time constraints on this. It just kind of does its thing. Creation sort of runs a movie for you. So, another movie? Thanks, Mom. Cool, I like this one. That's a neat picture. Yeah, things really start to flower out for you. This is why phonics is so much fun. You change entire fractals. One phonics click is a domino that takes out, you would not believe how much shit that wipes out. And then you start watching creation happen in front of you. Then you start seeing the TV talking to you when you're not. Everything is in the now with you. It's all about context. That was it. See the context of what's being said. Like, there he kept her very well, right? The doom and gloom. There, well, you might as well say there he stole from her very well of creation itself to expand the context of it. Kept her very well. Or very well, right? So you got opposing fields there, don't you? One is absolute benevolence in giving. The other is absolute malevolence in taking. You can't steal creation. That's the joke. Oh, live and learn. Oh well, no well. Crazy stuff. Okay. Anybody else having fun, or am I here by myself still?
Oh, no, I'm having fun.
Okay.
Plates of meat.
Well, there we
How
go.
are your plates of meat?
I'm not following you.
They pen and ink stink.
Oh yeah, there's all. Yeah, just I wasn't following you there. Give me a nursery rhyme. You got one that? Anybody? Yeah, let's go.
Thinking about the east thing. East.
Yeah, it's the visual on it is, for me right now, it's not very clear, but it's there. These things it's like a photograph. It takes a little bit to develop. You gotta not look at it though. Watch kettle never boil. It's like a Polaroid. Oh, come on, hurry up. Come on. Oh, there it is. There. It's set it down, go do something else, come back, and it's right there. So I don't hang around looking at the pictures as they develop. I just let them develop and then go, fuck. It's kind of how it works. Simple Simon. Funny, someone should have thought that. But anyway, and you know who you are. It wasn't me. Simple Simon met a pie man. Yeah. It's all about pie and ratios and everything here. Horatio Hornblowers. Yeah. Horatio Neal, son. What are you, chocolate bar? Simple Simon met a pie man going to the fair. What are you selling? Not very fair. And it's really spelled F-A-R-E, not F-A-I-R, Scarborough Fair. But it depends on your intention. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, let me taste your werewolves of London in their sheep's woolvays, woolly caps, in their welly boots. Funny how that works. Says the pieman to Simple Simon, show me first your penny. Show me first your worship, mind, knee to me. Says Simple Simon to the pieman, indeed I have not any. Oh, yes, you are the source. Well, babies. Simple Simon went a-fishing for to catch a whale. Oh, caught a big one on that one, eh, Ahab? All the water he had got was in his mother's pail. This is by comparison. Behold a pale horse. Bucket list. All the water he had got was in his mother's pail, and it's been punched holes in your bucket, and oh my God, selling the cow for some magic beans and steel and goose and harp, and Jesus, Lord Thunder, you've made enough of a mess there, Jack. Quit jacking off. Simple Simon went to look if plums grew on a thistle. Oh, fuck. Good luck. He pricked his fingers very much, Rumpelstiltskin, which made poor Simon whistle. Oh, yeah, Freddie the Flute. You've been playing somebody else's... You've been the flutes to Pan long enough. You've been in the frying pan as a fish believer. Fucking roly-poly fish head. For too long. And I know you've had enough, so have I. Funny how these things look when you look at them a little different. Simple Simon went a-fishing, all Piscean, believing like, for to catch a way of Lucifer. All the water he had got was in his mother's pail. Oops, did you forget something there? Something about going up that hill to fetch one of those, wasn't it? Pail of water, Jack? Yeah, you could make this up. It's all telling you the same story, though. Did you forget something? Did you forget who you are? Did you limit yourself to form? four-cornered, boxed. Ooze. Welcome to Ooze. The Wizards of Ooze. Time to clean up that shit and get it sorted out, don't you think? I thought so too. Let's do another one. We've got a few minutes here. I'm in a mood. 10 Little Indians. Well, let's talk about the super calendar, shall we? Let's see what that has to say. It's the first thing that came to mind when I saw it. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, looks like 10 little Indian boys. And it goes backwards, yeah, 10 to 1, 1 to 10. 10 little, 9 little, 8 little. So I think we found the one little Indian boy. Was that the East Indian boy? The one little boy who cried wolf? Henny penny, the sky is falling? Upside down pyramid of Himalaya? Yeah, well, things kind of got turned around by 3 wise guys from the East. They're all kibbutzing around. Tibetan here, Tibetan there. It's all a gamble with these guys. Dalai Lamas, yeah. Turned the truth upside down, did you? Made really creepy-looking blue things to worship? To admire your mirror of the moon? Tisk, tisk. Yeah, it's kind of funny. 10 little Indians, indeed. Let me see. Oh, the Muffin Man. Not my gumdrop buttons. Yeah, the Muffin Man. Traditional nursery rhyme of children's song of English origin. I'll fucking tell you what origin kangaroo that was coming from. Ragnarok backwards and inside out. The most widely known lyrics are as follows. What are we? Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Yeah, she's sitting on a tuffet. Do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Oh, my. Yeah. Something to do with Truro, Nova Scotia at this moment. But anyway, it's all good. Yes, or oh yes, I know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, Muffin Man. Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the Muffin Man. Well, we all know what muffs are, don't we? Keep your hands warm, ears warm, cocks warm. You know, it's a bit of a cock swarm around the Muffin Man, don't you think? You see? Yeah, the muffin keeps the cock swarm. That's what makes the cock swarm. Like flies, lords of. Flies to honey, huh? Woo! Oh, any girl knows how to catch a penis. Just wave a muff around. Muffin Man, like, you know? You couldn't make this shit up if you tried. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Little Miss Tuffet sat on her muffet. About fucking time you got that pair of pills between your knees, girlfriend. Yeah, no fucking around here anymore, eh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh no. I think I'm going to have to do a bowl. Anyway. Let's do one more. Fuck, these are a rock. Does anyone else find these funny? I find them hilarious. Oh, the Lion and the Unicorn. Fucking A, I've never seen this one. Never heard of it. I've seen it on a crest here and there. Oh, how about you guys? Oh, let me see. Nursery rhyme. Oh, look, they like making up little nursery rhymes about the bar and the kings and queens. Check it out. The lion is the liar, you know, the assholes, and the unicorn, that's you. The eunuch, the neutered intent. Nobody touches your corn, Colonel. No pop. This race, Crispy. Not a chance. The lion and the unicorn were fighting for the crown. The lion beat the unicorn all around the town. Well, just you wait on a fucking minute there, mate. Check this out. Some gave them white bread, and some gave them brown. Some gave them plum cake and drummed them out of town. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a fucking bunch of heads butting there. I mean, someone's going to get their eye poked out with a unicorn, and, you know, someone's going to get their neck chewed. It's not a game I want to play. So I just kind of go eunuch, neutral on this, and get my corn out of here. Crown, corn, carny veil. Oh, look, the corn veil. What are you, cornholing the place or what? Careful. Someone's bound to get an eye put out doing that. Anyway, oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah, I could have some fun with that one. Beyond what I just did. Okay, now I just want to see some more. It's like, oh, these are fun. Tinker Tailor. Tinkerbell. You're telling stories again, Taylor? Tinker Tailor Soldier? Look at you killing the light in yourself. Sailor? What the fuck? Do you everything for sale here or what? Rich man, poor man. Separation caste system. Beggar man. Well, there's your Jew right there. Thief. Yeah. Jew bagger. They like bagging us Jews. The real Jews, you know? They think they're Jews. They're not. They're baggers. They're Jew baggers. They try to call us Gentiles. Genitiles. No. Genitals. No, they're the genitals. They're the ones sucking their little kids' penises and giving them herpes and shit. There's the genitiles right there. Sneaky bastards, eh? Yeah, here's the most common American version. Fucking, I love this story too. Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief. Oh, might as well get right to the fucking point of it all, right? Doctor, lawyer, Indian chief. Thanks, quad. Covers them all, doesn't it? Hey, Kimosabi. Yeah. I think you need some more of that fucking Kimosaki. Little black sake, you know, a little source light within you. Kimosabi. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I've had a blast with you guys tonight. Hope you had a blast with me. Don't forget the G-Snip. Go get your G-string snipped at G-Snip tonight with Shock. Go ahead. Is Shock still here? Am I... Strawberries here.
I had a blast.
Good. I'm having a whole lot of fun here. This is great. Tripping out without smoking anything, eh? It's fucking awesome. It's pure high. Got some smoke something to bring this down a wee bit. Oh, why bother? Let's fly away home. Ladybird, fly away home. Something about burning house, eh? Your house is all afire and the children are home. Well.
Hello.
Hi.
Would you add a bit even?
How you doing?
Oh.
Just wanted to come in with the Owl and the Pussycat, if that's all right.
Oh, the Pussycat. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Owl and the Pussycat's working really well for me right now. It's great.
Oh,
I'll read it out. I think it'll just sing to you as well very beautifully. It's magic. The Owl and the Pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a 5-pound note. The Owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, oh, pussy, my love, what a lovely pussy you are. What a beautiful pussy you are. Pussy said to the Owl, you elegant fool. How charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married, too long we have tarried. But what shall we do for a ring? They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong tree grows. And there in a wood, a piggy-wig stood with a ring at the end of his nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy, I will. So they took it away and they married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined on mince and slices of quince that they ate with a runcible spoon, and hand in hand, on the edge of the sand, they danced by the light of the moon. The moon! Yes, they danced by the light of the moon. I think they're a bit stuck, aren't they?
Oh, man.
It works really well, doesn't it? That was when I was a little boy, that was on my birthday, that was. That was in a book that was on my birthday, so that I just pulled that one out to have a look, and again, it works. It all works.
Yeah, do you see the tapestry that gets unfolded now when you hear it this way?
All the time.
It
Constant
just expands everything. It's beautiful. It's like opening up the windows for the first time on a spring morning.
Yeah.
And taking that first breath in every time.
Despelling every time, yeah. All words now, all games, it's all on, isn't it? It's all despelling and pulling apart and playing. Me and Sam were playing beautifully last night as well with some great
nice
anagogics going off from locus to the locus coeruleus in the base of the reptilian stem, and just like you say, every time now it's just you go on one route, you go down another and another and another, and it just keeps unfurling and furling and furling and furling, doesn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, all into G-Snip if you can. We're almost out of time here. I'm surprised we actually got everything you said in there. I'm going,
I know I did call in a bit late. I just got excited with all the poetry there at the end. I just love poetry. It always gets me going.
I'll hang out with you all night at poetry.
And the dancing.
Yeah, you had me at poetry. I'm in.
I'll try and get on if I can. I'm a bit tired